back. Welcome back. Two quick things. Also, first off, episode 20, everybody.
That's
20. Nuts. Episode
Holy
20.
crap.
And like that's not including Tagorian Holiday Special. We had
No, you can't include
a
that.
lot of bubblegum. There's a lot of great stuff. 20 episodes.
Dang.
Episode 20.
Yeah,
officially.
suck on that, George Lucas. 6, nice. Pretty
You got
good.
one anyway.
I'm going to officially start the clock.
You can have two.
And then
cups of
as
water
I
if
start
you
the
want.
clock,
Do you want some vodka too?
ooh, vodka. I just want to say that we're starting off already in Tier 1 Dark Side because we had somebody who used bits and tips. We had 10 points into the light side, but then we also had someone do 25 points Dark Side. So already the battle is going. Thank you very much.
All right.
Hashtag light, hashtag
Okay.
dark. With that,
Pat's not messing around tonight. All right.
we're going to get back into it. You guys have gone to the planet Corban to find this artifact. It's the second artifact in this kind of quest that you're doing for the Rebel Alliance.
Cornbon?
Corban.
Korriban.
You definitely said something like corn bond.
Cornbon.
before.
Cornhole Bon.
How do you spell Korriban? C-O-R?
Korriban. Korriban. But it's also known as Morabon, but I don't want to confuse you, so Corban, because that's how I like to remember it. Hashtag legends. And you're
planet Corban.
You're on Corban, and you're there, and you've linked back up with the rebels that were kind of sent as pathfinders there to kind of pave the way for you as they were looking, kind of exploring the planet, and then trying to find a location for this artifact. Unfortunately, Caleb and Virgo got. They were taking a Y-wing with you as you guys were flying the Yojimbo, and you ended up
Where'd
at
they
like
go?
different locations. That being said, we're going to start off with Caleb. You've landed on this planet. You landed next to the Yojimbo. As you land there, you saw the crashed remains of a YT-1300 freighter. It looks like that, but destroyed. And you...
Like the Millennium Falcon?
Like the Millennium Falcon, yeah.
Wow.
So
Just for clarification, Caleb and Virgo, when we came to this planet, we were in contact with them, and they did not appear where we appeared.
Correct.
They were somewhere
Correct.
else on the other side of the planet, and we had to give them our location to then come back and meet us. So that's where we're entering.
Correct. So
Caleb
you
and Virgo.
landed,
Okay, great.
you found their kind of beacon from the Yojimbo, you landed your ship, and you've slowly making your way to this encampment. So as you're kind of on this planet, it's dusty, it's kind of barren, there's a slight storm that's going around. You and Virgo are making your way through, and you finally come across what looks like a strange encampment. It's been like built out of kind of scavenged parts. They have these barricades that are set up. They have these shipping containers that look like they've been brought from the freighter and are used as shelter. And you see a few individuals that are gathered around in this encampment. And you're with Virgo moving closer. You know that there's rebels on the planet,
Right.
and you know that your team is also on this planet. What do you do?
Can I see from where I'm at whether these are the rebels? Or
Dude.
am I just seeing shadows?
It's difficult
silhouettes
to
right
make
now?
out from where you're at, so go ahead and do a perception check.
Sure. Just 2, just cunning, so I gotta remember all this is 2, so that means I'm doing 2 of these. Right, I have 2 already.
You got 2 rank in that? Cool.
Yeah, there's 2 yellows.
Hi, what am I doing wrong? What am I supposed to hit first? Don't I hit those?
Nope.
No. Am I supposed to just do that?
Oh.
Oh, there it goes. I
There you
just
go.
did that. Okay, so I've got.
And
I've
it's
got
going to
2
be
yellows.
2 purple. And that's it. Oh, you have a few dice that are already available to you?
Alright.
Ooh, very
This
nice.
seems like I don't know. I can't use. I want to use those, but I don't want to use them on just this.
Okay.
Let's go for it. Let's see if I regret that completely.
Nice.
Oh.
Success with
No
an
regrets
advantage.
today.
Okay. You kind of take a moment, clear your mind, focus in, and it seems like there's an interesting group of individuals that are there. You're seeing a variety of different aliens. A droid walks by, and you're unsure, but they seem like they're not Imperials because it's a diverse group of different alien species. But you're not fully sure yet until you see the distinct look of Herg, a 9-foot-tall cat creature that comes back. He was up on this hill, and he seems to have moved back into this encampment.
Virgo, I see them. They're at this encampment. Let's head over there and see how they're doing. What they found out. It looks like those are probably the rebels. And we'll head over.
Okay.
Assuming Virgo's not going to argue with me. Are you going to argue with me?
I just want something to poison.
Sounds like her.
Yeah.
Accurate.
I'm sure there'll be someone to poison there.
I haven't seen anything yet. So you make your way, and they see you, and as you're kind of cautiously moving in, the strangers seem to be on edge as soon as you kind of cross the perimeter, but you see the rest of your crew, and they all seem very happy to reconnect with you. So you're all finally back together for the first time.
Kalev.
We finally made it.
Virgo,
Oh.
yes.
You're not poisoned. That's good.
No.
We were actually legitimately kind of worried
Yes.
that.
Io was taking a bet with me that you would be poisoned.
Well, she definitely is itching to poison someone, so I
Classic
would steer
Virgo.
clear.
Understood.
All right. I reach into one of my pouches and I hand
I'm
over
with
10
him.
credits to Herg.
I won 10
Because he
credits.
was not poisoned.
Thank you. Cool.
What have we found out? How long have you been here?
A while. We found out much. Io, tell him.
Okay, well, the most important thing is that I think Cool let something onto our ship.
Yes, something dangerous.
Something, a creature?
Yes.
Well, how do you know?
Because we heard snippets of a conversation that he had with it, and it went along the lines of, "Oh, you're awfully cute. Come on board."
Keep in
And then
mind.
we lost contact.
Keep in mind. Remember, Caleb, Cool is an idiot. So when he says you are cute, he could be referring to a very ugly creature.
He's very endearing, but I am tempted to reprogram him first chance I get.
Also, I think he might kill us all accidentally. Just putting that out there.
And also, with the group of people that we found, we are stuck on this planet. There's no hope for us. And we are...
I'm sorry, back that up.
A creature. A creature is probably on our ship.
No. Fast forward.
Oh, yes.
There's
Cool
no
is an
hope
idiot.
off
Say
of the
again?
planet?
Yes, there's none. We are apparently
Why?
stuck here.
There's an
Because of the
encampment-
creature in the ship, we can kill the creature.
No, because of the planet itself.
There's an encampment of survivors just this way over here.
Yes, and they are stuck here.
There's no way to take off from this planet again?
According to this group of survivors that we found, no. But they do not have a captain as skilled as our captain in piloting. So I'm sure we'll be able to get off this
We'll be
planet.
fine.
I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll be fine. Yes.
Well,
What could go wrong?
I'd like to talk to them more about that.
Sure. But, you know, again, we are some of the most skilled pilots and
Heard your
rapscallions
confidence
in the
may be
galaxy.
our undoing at some
What?
point, but I do enjoy it.
I am the most humble. I am extremely humble.
Of course you are.
I am oozing humility.
There's absolutely no one more humble than you.
Yes, good. That's what I thought.
At least we're all on the same page.
Yes, all right. Also, we happen to be encountered by this valley of the Sith.
Ah, yes. We found an ancient Sith thing.
How far is that?
I think it's over there.
Let's steer clear.
We're in it currently right now. You guys should probably meet the people that we met
Yeah.
not too long ago. They would probably explain. I'll be honest, I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to what they were saying.
It's almost as you say it, you see Zat, who is a
Ah,
Mandalorian, but super.
He's our contact.
Have I met? I haven't met.
You
him.
have,
Never
you've
met
met
Zat.
him briefly on the Rebel ship. He is your
Right before we
Rebel
left.
Yes, I know he
contact.
is.
You know him, and he met you briefly before you got to the Y-Wing. He kind of sees
That
you.
it's Caleb and Virgo, but Caleb as well.
Zat, they have a lot of information they've been trying to give me, almost all of it negative. Something about a Sith base, a Sith valley, some reason we can't take off from this planet again. We're stranded, and there's something on our ship.
It's
Did I
first.
cover
It's
everything?
great to see that you've made it here safely. I think it's best if we all take shelter inside. It seems like another storm's about to pick up. I'll fill you in on all the information I think that we're all trying to piece together.
So in addition, the weather is our enemy.
Yes, obviously. We didn't fill you in because you experienced it on the way over here. So yes,
Oh, well,
Caleb.
I remember.
Oh,
It's all
by the
coming
way,
back to me now.
the weather is really crazy bad. Doi.
just the
Last week I was paying even less attention
Then
than
you
you were.
I believe it, Caleb.
Somehow.
Yes.
The wind starts
Let us go inside.
picking up, and you guys move and cram into one of these freight containers as everyone's crowded around a table that's been set up. And you're seeing the first look of these rebels that are on this planet. You know, remember Zat? He was this giant Mandalorian, but there's also a few other people there. There's 2 Twi'leks that kind of sit next to each other quietly off in the corner.
Are those the twins?
Those are the twins, as they're introduced to you. There's a 3PO unit that's been like painted in camouflage that acts as their interpreter. He's known as Verbius, and he seems to be kind of the mule of the group. They just kind of load him up with like carrying, so he's got all these like pouches of ammo and gear and stuff strapped to him, so he just kind of makes his way around, but just inundated with holding on to things. There's Doc, who you're introduced to. He's the Celestian. He doesn't speak basic, but that's thankfully why Doc is there, so he kind of talks. He's like the Neum Num race, so he's checks with you and the droid. He asks if you are okay. Did you suffer any injuries that you've been on the planet yet?
No.
Oh,
we're all fine.
That's great. That's very good to hear. This planet is extremely violent. And then you're introduced to a human who seems to be kind of pissed off. And he is kind of the second in command of this group, but was in charge as Zat. He's unfortunately taking care of some other business. So as you're there, he introduces you and he's like, so how many of there are you? Are there more of you guys going to pop up? And not that I don't appreciate more help, but
This is us.
there's more mouths to feed now that we're stuck here.
Yeah, this is all of us. What? I want to hear more about being stuck here.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Let me just get it over with then. He kind of leans back against the freight wall. He's like, well, we came here to the planet. We had a run-in the asteroids. Unfortunately, we had a crash when we landed, but it was strange. It was almost as if we were like pulled into the planet, like it wouldn't let us go. Something I've never experienced. And then we made our way. We grabbed what supplies we could. We've set up camp. As you know, we were here to try and find this mysterious thing for you guys. And that's when we discovered that that forbidden evil place up on the hill. And unfortunately, that's when Grunt took interest. Grunt was our science officer. Took extreme interest in finding this, I guess, artifact that you're here to get. We were supposed to try and pave the way for you. Unfortunately, while we were focusing on surviving, Grunt seemed to be almost obsessed with finding this artifact that you guys are here to find.
Where is Grant now?
Grunt's dead. Well, I assume he's dead. We made our way into one of the temples that he seemed to be transfixed on, as if he kept reassuring us that this artifact that we were looking for was in there.
Are these the temples on the hill?
Yeah.
So Grant may still be alive.
If you believe in hope,
Did you see a body?
I have not found a body yet.
Then you can't assume somebody's dead.
I've been here longer than you have. This place isn't welcoming. It's just death. It's just a ball of death.
This is Luck Brew, by the way.
Yeah, sorry.
Just a cheery individual.
I see.
With that, the flap to the freight opens up, and another individual comes in and is like, oh, yes, Ping is back from his recon, and you see a male, Mary Allen, walk in. And for a brief moment, he locks eyes with Io, and then kind of moves in to the group. He doesn't say anything.
Also, a while ago, Luck Brew, you mentioned something about Laura.
Yeah, Laura was taken first. She was taken by those creatures. There's these, I don't know how to describe them. They're like these like leopard dogs with these tails. They come out mostly at night.
Yes. We
I
encountered
came
them
across a couple of them.
on your ship, yes.
Oh, they're on the ship.
On your ship. Our ship is fine. Well, actually, we may have one of those on our ship as well.
Did you engage them?
No. Yes, no. Not on Luckbur's ship, no.
But you saw them.
Yes.
How large are they?
Small by my standards, large by yours.
Ping comes in. He's like, "Wait, you have a ship that's working?
Yes.
Yes, and
Why are we still here?
Precisely. We've come to rescue you.
Why are we waiting around? Let's get out of here now. We gotta go."
Well, there is the matter of the
they,
artifact.
we
Screw the
came
artifact.
here to do a job.
And the job is to find this thing is worth more than us?
No?
Then we should go right now.
What is your hurry? I know this is a ball of death, but what is the immediate threat?
You're here. You're safe.
You've been here for some time.
We can go to our ship, and you can stay in there and wait for us while we retrieve the artifact. Yes?
Interesting.
Again, if you're so scared, go to our ship. Wait there.
You gonna do intimidate or more of like a?
I'm just saying this.
You're just saying. Okay.
He's just intimidating to start.
You were already on your way to rolling something.
Yeah. If you give me coordinates, I'll take what I can to the ship, and I'll wait for you there.
You should. How many of there are you left?
Well, there's.
Is it everyone here?
It's everyone in this room. Yeah. So Zat steps forward. Is like, I think it's best if we continue with the mission, which is to find this artifact. We all know what we signed up for when we joined the Rebel Alliance.
Yes.
This seems of some importance. I understand that we're coming into this late, but trust me, Ping, when I say that these group of people, Herg is a mighty warrior, I trust him. And if he says that we need to go find this thing, we should do it and see it through.
What information do we have on this artifact and its location? Did Grunt leave behind any notes?
Or
Do you have an
Laura?
office we could search?
He took most of his equipment with him. Unfortunately, we don't have any notes. We just know which of the buildings he went into.
Well, that simplifies things.
At least you have a starting point.
If
So-
we go there, how many men can you spare to join us? You said it's very dangerous, so I suppose the more of us, the better odds we'd have.
Yes.
Zat looks at you and says, I think all of us will come with you.
All of you?
If this thing is that important, I'd say we should just go, get it, and then get out of here together.
Sounds like a plan to me. It's rather uncomplicated.
Well, let me just clarify, because there are a number of unique individuals here.
Yes.
Is there anyone here that would slow us down?
No one says anything, and everyone looks over at the droid,
Well, that is mean.
and just the
All
droid
of you
is,
are mean. Just say it out loud. He obviously knows we're looking at him. He has
You
feelings.
say that, and the droid turns around and is still kind of confused.
You obviously know everyone thinks you would slow us down, droid.
Oh my, I just am here to help. I mean,
I'm sorry, Ferberus. Apparently, according to everyone here, and I'm just going off of their looks, you talk too much and you're not helpful. I'm sorry, Ferberus. Maybe you should head back to our ship, where you will be safe.
We're adding another droid to our ship.
If you think that's best.
He's just gonna slow us down.
But we're gonna add another droid to the ship with Cool on board as well.
We can dump him into space later at some point.
All right, well, we'll get back to that when we jump off that bridge.
Yes.
Are the dangers here on this planet just as dangerous for a droid? Could he stand guard and stand lookout outside of the temple, a ways off, to keep within communications of us?
I think it's best that everyone goes together, as much as sending the droid back to your ship. No offense, Doc, but no one can understand anything that you say. So really, that's the purpose of why he's here. I think it's best to go. I'm just as confused as all of you are, but I think it's important if we go, assess the situation, and then from there, we can move forward with the plan. So if this is
Fine.
where we need to go, we'll all move together. There's nothing of value here.
I'm okay with it.
Fine by me.
I fear that we may be a larger target and slower with this group. You have not encountered those creatures, Caleb.
True, but there's nothing to stop us from breaking off on our own if we need to.
And leaving them to die.
If we're all going to die,
Did I
or
say
some
that
of us
too
are
loud?
going to die.
I'm so sorry, everyone here, if I said that too loudly.
I don't mean leave everyone.
Right.
But if we need the space, we can make it when we need it.
We are independent. Yes, of course.
You see the twins, the two Twi'leks, saying something in their language, and kind of conversation starts going about through the entire group, as if they're all saying the same thing. This is everyone, the Twi'leks, Zat. It's almost as if they have their own language that they universally understand that they're talking to each other. It seems like it's a weird combination of a few different languages like Basic and Hut and a few others. And as they continue to talk, there's like an argument that starts to kind of unfold, and fingers are being pointed at Zat. And, one of the Twi'lek male like pounds on the table, and Zat's like, I think there is a lot of high tension right now because of the situation they're put in. Maybe it's best if I come with you, I bring someone with us, and the group will stay here and hold this camp. That way that they won't be a liability as we kind of move forward with this. If you think it's best that we don't all go as one.
That works for me.
I just want to get started on the mission.
Yes.
I agree.
The faster we can get it done,
The faster
the
we get
sooner
out of here.
we leave, exactly.
Okay.
Perhaps even some from our crew can stay here to safeguard this encampment. Captain or Virgo, perhaps they can stay and guard watch.
Erg, I think this is Gilar steps forward. I don't think it's wise for us to split up at the moment.
Understood, Captain.
Captain is best captain.
Captain
right?
is best.
So with that, Zach continues to talk in this strange language to them. Reluctantly, they do like a weird hand gesture amongst the groups. It seems like some sort of decision making. And
Rochambeau kind of a thing.
Space Rochambeau. And Ping is the one that's decided or has been selected to come with you on this. So it's Ping and Zat are gathering up their equipment. When you guys are ready, I think it's best to move out. Unfortunately, it seems like the sun is about to set. It's going to be getting nighttime soon. And from what they said, these creatures come out at night. So I think
Should we wait until morning?
we can wait until morning.
Why not? Is there a disadvantage to waiting until morning? I'd rather have more
We're here
time.
on this planet longer.
And your friends, Grunt and Lara, are out there longer on their own.
They're saying they're both dead.
How much time do we have before it's dark?
It's probably about a couple hours before it gets dark.
Once we're inside, it won't matter. I say we go for it.
Agreed, Caleb.
Or we
Agreed.
bunker down for the night.
Let's go now.
Okay. I'm gonna just collect some things
Yes.
when you guys are ready.
Yes.
Let's just meet outside and we'll go. Is there anything that you want to do while you're in their camp? Anyone you want to talk to, or anything specific that you guys are trying to do?
Yes, I want us to continue talking to Zat. Zat,
Yes, Caleb.
you said that this is a dangerous planet. Now we know there are these dog-like cat creatures, these panther beasts.
I saw them. They seemed most terrifying.
Do they have any weaknesses, any fears? Do they fear fire?
They've been able to kill them, it seems, and he points over to a pile of bones that have been assembled next to like a cooking area. It seems like they've amassed them. So if it bleeds, it seems like we can kill them. But I mean, I'm here on the planet. I arrived just slightly before you, I think. So my knowledge of the planet itself is almost on par with your own.
Well, before we go, who knows the most about this planet? Doc?
We could talk to Doc.
Let's talk to Doc. I think we should know as much about what we're up against before we go.
Meanwhile, who is the acting medic in this group?
Doc.
Doc, okay. So I'm going to use this opportunity to get some extra dressing
Yes.
from him as well. 'cause
He
I
patched
did-
you up briefly when you showed up because
Yeah.
you fell on that thing, and then
I just
Did you
randomly,
fall on a thing?
we were walking and I just randomly fell on a thing.
stormy,
because I
it was
had a
hard to
very
see.
You just roll
unfortunate
out of nowhere.
roll.
You just
Yep.
went, oh, you did.
Yeah.
you walk up and you start talking. The Verbius is right next to him, and you relay your need for kind of fresh dressing.
Yeah.
So Doc starts to go away, and he's there.
Doc, we're going to head over to the temple. You've been here the longest. Tell us about the dangers of this planet, please. What can we expect? What supplies should we bring?
You hear Doc kind of go off at length. Verbius kind of just turns. He wishes you the best of luck. There's nothing really you need to take. Besides, it seems you're well armed.
Well, that's awfully cryptic.
Yeah, of course. Just once, I want to run into somebody who actually explains things to us.
Yes,
In full sentences.
In full sentences.
that would be refreshing.
There's
All-
this, there's that, watch out for this, and you know what would be good? This.
You all get the feeling that what was relayed to you was definitely not what Doc said.
Oh.
Faberus,
Oh, yes.
are you certain that that is what Doc said just now?
Go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling?
You're going to do your negotiation on this.
Negotiation is my presence. Whoops.
It's going to be 3 purple,
Okay.
and you have a little bit of dice.
I'm gonna use.
Dang, you guys got so many boosts!
I'm going to use all 3 of my setbacks.
Okay.
Or boosts.
Yeah.
And my 1 difficulty die.
Okay.
Or my ability. And that's it. Locked in.
Roll it.
Shit. 4 advantages. 4 advantages. A failure, but with 4 advantages.
One of the eyes starts to like flicker as if there's like internal processing thinking. That is what I said. But you still get the feeling that that's definitely not what was said.
Does Verbius speak binary?
He does.
Oh.
He does.
Because I have a card somewhere.
Write that out.
You do.
I'm going to speak to him in binary.
Okay.
Finally!
I know, huh?
All right. So you're gonna do your charm on this
Okay.
because you're trying to sweet talk your way and using.
No charm, but it's... I'm not a very charming guy. I have 2 presents.
No, that's not true.
It is true.
Caleb, you're the best.
So 2 presents is just 2 green.
It's gonna be 2 purple. You're gonna get your boost, your natural boost because you speak binary.
Right, is that just a regular boost?
Blue,
Yeah.
and roll it.
And anything. Let's
Oh
use,
yeah, you got a bunch of stuff.
Let's use 2 more boosts.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're charming. Steven seemed to think you were charming.
Steve,
Steven,
you were right.
Super
You know,
charming.
I really wish you would stop bringing him up. We got in.
Yes, but he didn't get in, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
My binary, Caleb talked binary real good. 5 successes
Oh, shit.
with 2 advantages.
Okay. So he starts taking it back. Oh, thank goodness, someone I can talk to that doesn't understand these filthy, stinking people. They look. I'm covered in all this gear. I just want to help. And he starts to like ramble, and then
In binary.
Huh? In binary, yeah. 0 1 0 1 1 1.
I think it'd be pretty straightforward, but that's fine.
Finally, he goes, I didn't want to alarm you, but he says that this doesn't matter what you take with you because it's a place of great evil and no one will probably get out alive.
And he didn't mention why we wouldn't get out alive?
Unfortunately, we haven't been able to get inside the first room of the structure. That's what was causing Grant so much fascination. We've only been to the first room. We don't really know what's on the inside.
Is that a hairball?
Yes.
Why couldn't you get past the first room?
It's some sort of strange barrier or door that's hidden. I don't know. I didn't really understand what Grunt was saying. I mean, I understood what he's saying since I'm a protocol droid and I understand what he was saying. I mean, I understand.
Yes,
but
Herbius, I understand. I get it. I get it. Thank you very much. So no, it wasn't exactly what he said. He said it doesn't matter what we bring because it's a place of evil and no one gets out of there alive. They've been there, they haven't gotten past the first room.
Okay.
It's
Why?
an old temple. I assume there's some type of trick
I
to
see.
getting in that they have not been able to figure out as of yet.
Well, here's the thing, like, this information doesn't exactly help us, but it's also not the first time we've heard that before as well.
Yes.
No, I was hoping we'd find something else out. We really didn't.
What
Again,
if-
we're up against the wall. Let's just do it.
What if we speak to Luckbrew before we leave? He is staying here, and Luckbrew may know something as well. Luckbrew!
kind of slowly walks over. Yeah, what's up, man?
If your friends are still alive, which they may be because you did not see a body, what would help us in our chances to rescue them the most? What information would help us the most?
I don't know. Lara was taken by the creatures. I doubt that she's alive. If you find Grunt, I'm surprised anything could really... Look, he's our science officer, but he can take care of himself. He's a Gammorian. But he's been gone too long. There was something strange about him. He seemed just transfixed on that building, and I don't know why. He kept saying he needed to get inside, and I'm telling you, I'm starting to feel like Ping had the right idea, and we just need to get out of here. There's something wrong about that place, and this isn't going to be something that I would want to go into, but that's why you're here.
Well, good news, if we don't make it back alive, you have access to our ship.
That wasn't exactly helpful.
It's true.
I think we
that
found
point-
out all we're going to find out.
Zap pops his head in. Are you guys ready? Is there anything
Yeah,
else
let's
you
go.
need
Let's
to
do the job.
Yes.
Wait!
Want someone else we haven't spoken with yet, Herc?
I want to ask a question to Luckbrew. Luckbrew,
Sure.
you said that there's something not right about this place.
Yeah.
If you had to give us your best estimation, your best guess as to what it was, whether it was scientific or something else, what do you feel is wrong with this place?
Do you believe in the Force?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
I'm not religious.
Then you believe in the dark side of the Force.
I suppose so, yes.
It feels like there's a lot of that here.
All right.
Well then,
The current
Well
is
then.
calling. Let's make our way to the temple.
So Zap and Ping are already waiting for you guys outside. Kilara and Virgo are there as well. And you slowly start making a trek, up this hill. It's kind of like sand dune almost as you get to the top. As you look down, you see this valley. And Caleb, this is the first time you're seeing it. It's these large kind of structures that have been built into the walls of the mountainside of this valley. These structures stand out, and there's these robed figures and different states of decay as certain things have fallen over, and a huge temple complex where you see all these pyramid-like buildings just kind of stretching both sides, and there's a big giant building at the other end. And Zat and Ping start making their way down the hill, heading towards this valley.
Not very subtle, is it?
No.
No. Still, I've seen worse. And I take off after Ping and Zat.
I say to Caleb, it looks as if it was built to appear evil on purpose.
It definitely does. Someone said something about this being a Sith temple.
Yes. The evil Jedi.
Fear is a large part of that, so it would make sense. We're still following along.
Yeah, you're making your way down there.
Make that clear.
Seems like, unfortunately, Ping doesn't want to be heading in this direction, but he knows the way and he's has point. So behind him is that Kilar and Virgo are kind of behind them, and the three of you are just kind of moving as a group
Okay.
at the end.
Any signs of life, motion?
Just this eerie wind that's blowing through this valley. As you start to come down, the storms that you experienced up above are kind of just riling or kind of being blocked by the structure. So there's a little bit of respite from the storms that you're having, but there's still like sand and dust that's kind of falling around everywhere. So you have a little bit more of a calm experience, but the farther you go into this valley, the more you kind of get this sinking, kind of aching feeling in your stomach, the pit of your stomach, as if every step that you're taking is you're moving one step closer to something that you don't know what, but you don't want to head towards it.
Someone's got to say it. I got a bad feeling about this.
Yes. I close my eyes only for a moment, and then the moment's gone. Dust in the wind.
Go ahead and
We
roll.
are is dust in the wind.
He has to roll because he closed his eyes.
No, you're gonna do your presence on this.
Okay.
Why did you close your eyes?
Only for a moment.
Not
and
on
then
the
The
moment's
stairway.
moment, it's gone.
My
Is
presence.
Oh,
the other
Oh, we're on dice now?
Am I on dice?
here, just grab a few of
I
these.
think something's happening with that.
Actually, grab this. Ta-za! That's why I bought the dice.
Oh, happy Friday.
You too can order your own bag of dice.
Just send $9.85 plus shipping and handling to Hyper RPG for your Bago Dice. We don't sell that. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
But send the money anyway.
I've got my presents.
Okay, it's gonna be 2 purple,
I've got my 2 perps.
and you're gonna get a natural boost to this.
I'm 9 feet tall. I'm gonna use my one setback.
Okay.
AKA a boost.
Yep.
For me. Good to go?
Roll it.
I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. 2 failures and an advantage.
So, as you close your eyes, you feel as if this strange feeling is calling to you, as if it's kind of, with each step though, it's almost as if you don't want to take a step forward, but are also extremely intrigued by this as well. And it kind of puts you in this weird state of confusion as you're having conflicting emotions going through you right now. There's a lot of fear and kind of frustration and anger are building up.
Is there any piece of this feeling that is informing me to keep it a secret? Or no? Is there any call, and is there any nature of the calling that is saying, don't tell anyone?
Not necessarily.
Everyone, I feel strange. I feel strange.
Strange
mean?
as in how?
I can't quite describe it, but it feels as if this place is calling to me. And I am curious about it, but I feel it is still dangerous to go.
Do you feel like you're up for this mission, Herg?
Yes, of course. But I'm just letting you know, this is a feeling that just struck me out of nowhere. And normally, I'm pretty, again, I'm very humble. I'm extremely humble, Caleb. You know this. You know.
The entire universe is
I don't even
aware
have
of
to
how
tell
humble you
Io
are.
how humble I am. So normally my presence is one that is very secure. When I step into a room, I feel secure. But here, I do not.
I also feel a negativeness in the pit of my stomach.
Io?
discomfort.
I feel the
Classic
discomfort that I normally feel when placed in a situation like this, but as much as I hate to say it, I'm going to repeat something that my master told me once. If it bleeds, then it's not invincible. Remember that.
Yes. Sage advice.
As you finish your conversation, you realize that time has passed, maybe quicker than you had thought, as you're already at the front of one of these temples. And Ping reluctantly walks up these stairs, and Zat motions for everyone to kind of follow you.
One of how many temples are
Master's
there?
out.
There's, it's hard to get a full understanding of all of them because some of them look in different states of dilapidation. So some are completely kind of weathered off and buried within the mountainside. But you see easily at least 6 or 7, and you're walking into one of them. And as you get to the edge of the stairs, again, you see these large statues that jet out from the ground holding like spears and weapons, guarding the front of this temple, towering high up into the sky. And Zat just moves, continuing to follow Ping inside, and you're in this main entrance chamber of this temple, and it seems to be still covered in dust and sand that's blown in from outside occasionally, and it's just a big open space.
We're being attacked by a honeybee.
There's a bee in here. Straight up, there's a bee.
And that's when bees attack!
He's not lying.
Hey dude,
Are they supposed to be sleeping now?
Yeah,
hey little guy, it's alright, he's fine. He's not doing anything.
it's just
Yeah, piss him off.
beautiful. I'll leave him there.
Yeah, it's alright.
We can't break through plastic, right?
Never get out of that.
Just
So
be
did
yourself.
we just walk into the...
You're in the main entrance hall. And it just,
Wow.
you just hear this kind of, with each footstep, it just echoes through and comes back. And this kind of weird, eerie feeling continues to grow inside you.
Roomy.
Are we close enough to Ping?
And
Ping's
Zat-
leading, right?
Yeah. He stops and he just kind of motions towards a door. And he goes, that shouldn't be open.
You mean we shouldn't open that door?
No, as in that door has never been open.
Oh, it is open.
It is open.
My bad.
It's never been open before. At least that's what Grunt has said. He couldn't get in
So this is where you've been stuck before,
here.
and now the door is open.
We should go right now. I don't care what this thing is. We should leave right now.
Well, you're free to go if you want, but an open door is one less thing we have to do, and we're here to do a job.
So Zat kind of looks over at Ping, and he looks at Kilar as the captain. I think it's best if maybe Ping and I hold this area. We'll set up kind of a perimeter, make sure nothing gets in, and then you would take your team and go inside and find this thing and get back as quickly as you can.
Can't argue with that.
So it'll be just our team.
Just us.
They sure do scare easily. They've been here trying to get in this door for who knows how long.
I've seen
And it's open, and they're done.
there are more intimidating things out there than an open door. Let's walk through it.
Yeah. So I'd like to look around the doorway before we just see if there's any traps, anything that
Yep.
I might notice.
So go ahead and
Assume it's
do
perception.
perception. Yeah.
Those are good. And what's
It's going to be 2 purple.
And Bert, you said that Ping was an.
use?
Miriam.
Barely. Look at me.
Thank
Green
you.
face tattoos.
Ah. Okay. I'm gonna go for it then.
Do it. I can see it now.
Red. That is. Ooh.
One success with one advantage.
You look around, and it's difficult because, again, the structure isn't something you've really had any experience with, and you're not really, you see like markings and kind of strange architectural things on the side, but nothing really pops out to you as if you know what it is. But your tracking senses kind of kick in, and you realize that there's disturbances on like the floor of this room, but they mostly look bipedal, as if it's kind of a humanoid walking around in here. There doesn't seem to be any tracks of any sort of other entities in this room. You don't know, kind of, it seems like there's a lot that's going in and out, but there aren't anything that looks like these four-legged creatures that you've heard about that are been in this room.
Multiple tracks.
Yes, but they kind of look the same. There's one in particular, right? As you see that there's, you know, a bunch of different tracks that have come in here, maybe walked around a little bit, but one in particular, kind of, as you zone in, catches your eye as these big feet, almost these big, as you've heard, Gammorian-like feet that have walked in this room, kind of paced back and forth and walked all over and seem to be just kind of going all over the place. But the more and more you kind of assess this, the most recent tracks seem to have like come in and just kind of walked in a almost bizarre, kind of frenzied-like manner,
Pattern?
just
Okay.
kind of all over the place and like going up to like walls and then like coming back.
And those recent ones are not the large tracks.
Those are the large, those are the
those are the large,
Gammorian.
possibly Gammorian
Yeah.
tracks.
Caleb, what did you
Yes,
find?
sir. There are a number of tracks here, humanoid tracks. One in particular large enough to be Gammorian. Although the Gammorian tracks seem to indicate some frenzied behavior. Moving quickly towards a wall, spinning around, moving away from that wall again.
What could account for that behavior?
Well, in this case, if the Gammorian was either trapped or in danger, he might have been fleeing for his life or looking for an escape.
Yes. Or perhaps he was possessed by the dark side.
Well, I guess that's possible.
I believe in that sort of thing.
Yes.
It seems like a stretch. We know that he was lost here, so,
True.
in my opinion, being trapped behind this door, or I don't see. I mean, there are other humanoid tracks. None of the other tracks look like they're frenzied, like they were chasing, or I don't see any sign of a struggle. However, so
Do you see anything here that would seem like it would be booby-trapped if we were to simply walk through?
it's not my area of expertise, but I did not see anything.
Are there any animal tracks here?
Not that I saw. Only humanoid, bipedal.
Could it be possible that Grant, the Gammorian, found his way out and then himself opened the door?
Well, it's always a possibility.
Do I see any of the tracks look like they're facing the direction of going out the door?
They look like they go in the door, but they don't come back in.
And there's no way to follow those tracks? I
You
mean,
can
it's-
continue to follow those tracks through the door, yeah.
oh, I see, because we're just going
Heading,
in.
you're
Yeah,
in
we're
the
not
main
enough.
room.
Yeah.
You're in the main room, and this door is opened, and you're seeing all these tracks that are outside in this main kind of like foyer lobby, right? But there's this mysterious door, and it almost looks like it's just kind of lifted straight out of the wall. So it seemed like there wasn't really anything that was there. And these tracks lead inside the complex.
Oh, so the tracks
So-
were just in a large open area.
Open area.
Not in that room.
And it's moving into the room. You haven't moved in yet.
Gotcha.
At that point, Kilar and Virgo's there, and Virgo looks a little bit frustrated. We can't poison anything out here, guys. We need to go inside.
Yes, Virgo, we know.
Are you volunteering yourself to be the first person to cross the threshold?
Sure, I don't care. Follow me. And she just walks in.
I follow.
Classic Virgo.
So as you make your way through, it is a hallway that's kind of moving in farther in this complex. And as you're doing it, you're kind of trying to maintain your sense of direction and also kind of elevation, because it seems like it's slightly at a slant. And as you're kind of moving farther and farther into the structure, kind of following this hallway down, you get the sinking feeling that you're moving below ground as you're kind of following it.
Can I also follow the Gammorian tracks as we're doing this?
You're following it as best
Okay.
you can because
I
Virgo's
know
in
Virgo
front.
was walking in front, so
She's trying to
if
avoid
they
it.
veer another way, I want to stop her.
Yeah, it's all just moving in one kind of direction, and it starts to move around. Like it's not just a single hallway, but there's no diverting paths. So you kind of start kind of going left and right, and then down and left and right, and you finally get to a chamber.
Wait. Is Ping still with us?
Nope, him and Zat stayed back at the main.
Just us.
They were easily scared.
I don't understand something. If you're tracking the footprints of the possible Gammorian, and yet they said that door should not have been opened, how did he find his way in here if he was taken and he should be dead?
We don't know that he was taken. The one that was taken was Laura.
Yes.
She was taken by the creatures, some creatures.
Can I contact Zat on our comms?
He does know that we are on.
He does know that
4.
your secret, super exclusive channel number is 4.
No one would suspect.
No one would suspect it. You go to reach your comms.
Want to hail him? Yes, ping him.
You just get like a strange feedback, as if nothing is kind of getting out message-wise the area that you're in.
Can I try to contact them in the same room? Am I getting the same interference, or I can contact them?
You can talk to the proximity around you. Yeah.
We're just too far away from the other two. To be
Or
in-
two below ground?
Or 2 below ground, yeah.
I see. Well played. Okay.
So we're at a.
So you're in
an
this
entrance
chamber.
Okay.
And you feel something strange, because as
As the
you
lights change.
see this room,
Last round.
you exit out the door, and you're on a small kind of stretch of stone, and about just 100 feet on the other side is the other side of the room, which is kind of mirrored to you. It's kind of up, and you see a door leading out. But between that space, the path that you're following dips down into this area in between it, and you can't see really anything in there because a strange, almost unnatural like mist and fog covers this entire area between these two spaces. Can't see how deep it is, you can't see really what's going on in there. You just know that's 100 feet between your side and the other side.
Herg, you have the best vision of all of us. Can you see what's going on in the center of this room?
I can try.
Can you smell anything suspicious?
Actually, I have good vision in the dark too. Here's a little better.
I will try to see what I can perceive.
No, but you're not
I'm
gonna.
not getting anything.
You're not.
Oh, okay.
This fog is too thick. This mist is too thick.
You start to walk into it, you start to go to it.
Unsure, yes. Step by step.
Inch by inch.
You see her just disappear into the mist.
My
He
feet.
just disappears.
She's walking
Can I
into
hear them on comms?
You're not that far, right?
As soon as you walk into the mist, you can't communicate.
Of course he can't.
I stop
Herg.
and I slowly step backwards, retrace my steps exactly to come back out of the mist.
You step back for the same amount of time that you think what took you to get in,
Yes.
and you're still just walking in this mist.
I continue to retrace my steps backwards
Continue to walk backwards.
carefully.
Okay. You've seen him disappear. He was talking,
Yeah.
and then
Okay, I take my vibro axe out. It's vibrating. I'm really pissed off right now.
Yep.
This is some bullshit.
Yep.
Herg!
You hear kind of like the strange sound coming from like above you, but it sounds as if it's like muddled underwater. Like as if you were underwater. And you
Caleb! Io!
Can we hear it?
hear
Captain!
nothing. Virgo's just like,
Virgo!
whoa, let's go with it. And Virgo disappears into the
Virgo
mist.
disappears too?
Yeah, she's like, well, we gotta follow her. She
There's
walks
no
in.
way around this. I mean, it is either to enter the room, we have to go into this mist. There's no other
Do I
choice.
see Virgo? Do I bump
Not
into
yet. You're
Virgo?
continuing to just back up.
Oh, jeez.
I don't like this.
She's disappeared. You hear
Okay.
captains of Kilara is like, I guess this is what we're doing, guys.
I think
And
we
she
have
starts to
choice
walk
there.
into the mist.
Captain, wait. Hold on. I take out my climbing gear. Hold on to the side of the rope. Don't let go of it.
Understood. Perfect. So she kind of grabs onto the rope, and she walks in.
And I would recommend you tie it around your midsection too.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
Good idea.
So she's now tied to you. And she's like so Do you want to go?
I want to see
first?
what happens.
You want me just to walk in?
No, because
She should
she
walk.
was already going. She was already.
She was
on
about
her
to
way
walk in. She was about to walk in. Mm-hmm. But you stopped her.
Yeah.
She tied a rope. Mm-hmm. So you want me just to walk? But you're gonna stay. You're not
I'll
gonna.
follow.
Okay. Strange.
Well, it makes sense to see if we have any contact with you whatsoever.
Yeah. No, that makes
Once
sense.
you walk in,
Yeah.
maybe we can pull you immediately out.
I mean, I didn't just give you this rope because I wanted to hold hands. I mean,
Well, I thought I
There's
thought
a
we
whole
were gonna
point.
be connected together as we both walked in. But I get this makes sense. This makes sense.
Here's what we should do. The second you walk in,
Yes.
we should pull her back. Just to see if it's possible. Instead of coming up with a yank 2 times, just pull her back to see if you can come back from being in there.
Okay. So she's like backing up. She's like looking at you both. Okay now. And just completely disappears into the mist.
okay.
Pull her back.
Shall we? I immediately start.
It is just a
Taut.
loose
Oh, it's loose.
rope that pulls out.
Is the,
The
end
rope comes
vis-
out?
The end is visible
Yep.
after she tied it around.
Yep. It just is on the ground, and you just drag it out.
This is beyond my experience.
Well,
Perhaps it's an illusion.
you think this is an illusion?
At any rate, they are going to need our help.
Herg,
I can't
you're
believe it.
continuing to back up, right? You haven't stopped trying to back up.
Correct.
You bump into something.
I turn around. What is it?
Virgo, it's you.
It's Virgo.
Oh, Virgo.
Did she poison him?
You almost just died, Virgo. Speak up.
You felt a slight prick in your body.
the fuck out.
Just hold it.
Virgo, did you just poison me?
She stabs you again with a different one. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Or you're gonna die in like 10 seconds. But you should be fine. You're gonna be.
Virgo, if you poison me, I swear I'm going to haunt you. I'm going to be so mad if I die. Okay, hold on
You
to
both wait 10 seconds. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah.
Here, take some of my climbing gear. Virgo, hold on to this, but stay within my eyesight.
Oh, okay.
Follow me.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep walking forward.
Sure.
Understood?
I get. No, I don't want to do
If
this.
you lose sight of me, no. If you lose sight of me.
Herc, stop being weird, and she starts to walk away.
Fuck!
to the-
Virgo, wait! I catch up to Virgo.
Wait.
I catch up to her.
She disappears.
Are you kidding me?
She didn't hold on to the rope.
I,
Virgo is so stupid. She is so dumb, she will get herself killed. I run after her. I run after
You're
her.
now you're just
In her
running through the
direction.
mist.
Virgo!
You're just running. Virgo! Running.
Now I'm on all fours.
Yes. It seems like time has gone by.
double down.
You're running.
Virgo.
Io and Caleb.
Io, don't take this the wrong way, but
What?
take my hand. Let's
Okay.
go.
I take up my blaster too.
I'm left-handed now.
Yes, all right, here we go.
That's fine.
And
On
together.
3.
3, 2, 1.
You go through this and you're instantly hit with just kind of this weird, cool feeling of this mist. It seems to surround you. You look back and it seems like the mist is going back off endlessly behind you. As if you had just stepped down, but now it seems like an infinite amount of space is just kind of continuing to go off. And you're now in this mist together.
Okay.
We're together.
Yeah, you're still holding
This is the catch. This
Okay.
is what I wanted to see.
All right, here, I take the rope. Tie this around yourself.
Got it. We're still together.
Herg, 2 things. First, you're going to do a vigilance check.
Vigilance, that's my will. Okay?
2 purple.
And I will use my 1 setback dice. Thank you, Internet.
Oh, I think you just got another one because it just popped up, or that glitched out.
I'm just gonna use the 1.
Okay.
If it doesn't, so take that one away, but if it popped up, then I'll use it next time.
I'm gonna, yeah, it's there.
Thank you, Internet. Hashtag help a Herg out. What's next?
Just 2 purple, if I didn't say it already,
Yep.
and then just roll it.
1 success, 1 advantage.
So as you're just moving on all fours, running forward after Virgo, you start to feel this, like that feeling again that was inside you when you first started to come into the valley, and it starts to gnaw at you as if like fear that you're alone, fear that you've lost everyone, but you just push your way through it and continue to just run forward. And as you run forward, you run into Io and Caleb.
Oh, from the back, from the front,
Behind.
from behind.
What the hell? How did I do that? What happened? I was in front of you and now I was behind you.
Where's Virgo?
She ran off. She will get herself
Have you seen
killed.
Captain?
No, I have not. Where was she? Was with you. What did you
was.
do?
We tied
Oh,
her.
wait. Sorry.
No.
As you sit here and try and figure out what's going on, and you're confused, the first hour has ended.
Oh,
Oh, I see. Okay.
okay, got it.
Hey, good.
Tier
I
1,
thought I was gonna get words. You can't hear each other.
and then all of a sudden, we ended. It went back and forth a bunch of ways.
Yeah,
This
it
is
Yeah.
one of those
Right.
ones where
I missed this. This was fun.
I know this is cool.
you feel as
Force
if,
meter.
for a brief moment, all this weird strangeness is around you. You're trying to make sense of it.
Oh.
You feel
Some
a
plugged in.
tug on your heart as if an opposing side of this strange, like negative feeling that you've had since you've gotten here, as if something else is calling to you, something positive, and you're felt with this warm, kind of positive feelings. And the force is kind of working what it can through you. You all receive bonus dice to your defense
Okay.
for the next hour. I will just basically, anytime someone's trying to attack you, you will get added dice to your defense. I'll do that all on my side.
Will that defense help us when Herd runs into us at
Yeah.
full speed?
I'm gonna reset the clock. Start it. Sorry to cut you guys. Are now just ran into each other.
Wait, that means that we will maybe be fighting things in this next
What?
hour. Shit. And then also, do we get setback or bonus die depending on the light side, dark side? No.
No, don't worry about
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Herg, do you still have your climbing gear?
Yes, of course. I always have my climbing gear
All right,
forever.
here. Give me one end. Are you attached to the other? Yes, of course you
Yes.
are. And I attach the other end to myself, so we're all
You're all
connected.
You're all
Yeah.
Connected by
together.
waists
Yes.
and sight. We must not lose sight of each other. I lost sight of Virgo and completely lost her in this mist.
Have you seen Captain at all?
No, what happened? She was with you.
No, we tied a rope to her. As soon as she walked in, we pulled her back, and the end of the rope came back.
As soon as you lost sight of her,
Yes.
Yes.
then we must not lose sight of one another.
But you did literally run into us, so it's not impossible.
Yes, they must be
Okay.
here. What is happening?
Couldn't hear you as soon as you were inside the mist.
Yes, I heard a very faint, as if I were underwater. Did you not hear me yell at you?
No.
No. Captain?
Nothing.
Virgo! Wow!
And almost as soon as it leaves your immediate area, it's as if the sound is immediately stopped. And that's when you're kind of looking around, when you see, for the first time, as you've been running through, strange things that are in the shadows, unmoving
Of course.
around you.
What was that? What was that?
Almost as if there's statues in the mist that you didn't notice before, but now as you kind of adjust your eyes to the strange substance that you're in.
Are you seeing these shadows?
Yes.
Do you smell anything?
No, not that I can tell. I'm afraid that us being in this close of quarters will dampen our fighting abilities. Beyond your
How much
blessed
space do we have
God.
on the? Don't we have
How much
5
space
feet
do
or
you have
so?
between you? Yeah. You have as much.
We can give as much slack as we
Slack
can,
a
so
little
long
bit.
as we stay within close enough contact.
See each other.
Yeah, so long as we see
If
each
I'm
other.
seeing Io, but I can't see Caleb, but if Io sees Caleb, Caleb's not going to disappear, right? Can
Try
we,
it out.
Can we do that? Try it out.
We did it once already.
Let's not make this an episode of
Yeah.
Bill Nye the Science.
Io.
Yes.
Can you still see me? I can see you.
I can see you, I can see you. Yep.
I can kind of see Caleb.
I can see Caleb.
I can see you.
Yep. You all seem to see each other
With how much? 5 feet?
That's
10 feet?
I've given
20
as
feet?
much slack as I can.
You go
Yeah.
20 feet,
Okay.
and that's when you're all kind of, because so somebody's in the middle,
Yes.
Io's in
That's
the middle.
I'm in the. It's an Io
and
sandwich.
you both
Yep.
go 20 feet in either directions, or
I
just
go
Herg?
first, just Herg.
Okay, so
Just
Herg-
checking, then I run back.
Herg, you, as you're stepping, you bump into something behind you.
What is it?
You turn around to look at it.
Yes, of course.
So you turn around, looking at it. They're still looking at you.
Yes.
You finally see one of these statues up close.
Io, it's a statue. Can you still see me?
I can
for the
still see
first
you.
time.
Come close, both of you. Come
All
this
right.
way.
And I inch closer.
Come this way.
And as you slowly get closer, you're starting to, again, your eyes are adjusting a little bit more to this mist. And you realize that there's hundreds of these statues kind of going off in all these different directions. And
They're all Lionel Richie.
they're all look as if they are bodies floating in water. They aren't themselves floating, but it looks as if they are dead bodies
They're just suspended in midair.
that are lying
What
down on
kind
the
of
ground.
beings? Humans, Togorians?
You can't tell.
I can't tell.
They're all
what it
face
is.
down in the water. So as far, they just kind of look like formless kind of,
Are the statues taller than me, or are they in the ground?
they're on the ground.
They're on the ground,
Yeah.
and they appear as if they're floating.
They're floating face down.
Yeah.
But it is not a 9-foot cat creature. It is a 6-foot
Yes.
creature being.
Correct.
A 6-foot creature being.
Io, roll your presence.
Of course.
I'm sorry.
Perception?
Your resilience.
My resilience. Oh,
Good.
crap. Okay. Okay. Resilience.
Remember, bonus dice to the defense.
Bonus dice.
Right, we got
I
it.
got
defense, not
nothing
being
in resilience. Damn
Or
it.
are
Okay.
you?
Against?
It's going to be 4 purple dice, 1 red dice.
1 red dice. Hell no. Okay, 1, 2. I'm gonna throw in some boosts. I'm gonna take half this lot here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you used the green ones instead of the blue ones.
You
Shit,
did. You
I
used a lot of green ones.
Shoot, nope, I did not mean to
Much
do
as
that.
I
Here.
can understand you
1,
want to
2,
use
3,
those.
4, 5, 6. Sorry, my mistake. Blue, yes?
Yep.
1, 2,
mistake.
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. Okay, I am rolling.
Do it.
Okay, 3 successes with 1 disadvantage.
So you're, again, trying to remain cool in this situation, and you feel, again, this strange, otherworldly feeling that's just this pit of your stomach that's growing and growing and growing. You keep it in check, but it's starting to alarm you a little bit. But you don't let it show to
Okay.
anyone. But as you push that down, you start to make a connection with the feeling that's in your stomach and the statues, and you realize that these statues and the way that they're positioned kind of as bodies, you recall your time in the caves of Dantooine and when you had a vision of beach
The beach.
bodies and fire.
Herg.
Yes.
Herg.
Yes.
When you got that last artifact, what did you see again?
I saw a beach. Io.
Did you see anything else?
I saw people on the beach in cloaks.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
Because I saw a beach as well, and I saw that.
What?
That.
That statue, that being?
All of them.
Who is that? What is that?
No.
What are they? I want to touch one on the ankle.
You touch it, it's a strange just feeling of touching a statue.
Strange. It's like touching a statue.
But as you touch it, and you look up, you see that one of the elements out in the mist that you thought was a statue starts to move and stretch on all 4 legs. And starts to move.
Farts, you guys.
And you see others of these statues that you thought were statues before.
I let go.
The statue, the thing in front of your frame is still a statue and it's
Yes.
still there.
But letting go, do I still see them moving?
You do.
How many of them are moving towards us?
You see about 4.
4 of them.
Io, Caliph, there are
Yes.
4 of them moving towards us right now.
Can we see them as well?
And how big are they again? How?
They're probably about a puma size, I think.
Okay.
Probably like a tiger, maybe that big.
They look like the creatures you were talking about. Weapons out.
Heavy blaster out.
Vibro
Same
axe.
here, heavy blaster. Actually, whatever blaster.
So
Yeah.
they start to circle and move closer and closer.
At what point do we know?
I wouldn't want to shoot. So
At what point do we know what they are? Right. At what point can we tell exactly what they are?
It's difficult to make out. It's like almost as if you're looking at them and there's some sort of strange filter on them.
I'm not
as
gonna.
if-
I want to shoot. I
Yeah,
wanna
go
shoot.
ahead and roll.
I don't even.
Yeah,
I'm not waiting till we're surrounded.
that's probably a good bet. Good call.
All right. I'm sorry.
you
What am I?
just-
Was this melee? No. Gunnery. What am I?
You're using
Ranged.
your
Oh,
range.
range light.
Yep.
Which is agility, which is 3. So I'm doing 1, get 1. Okay. So I'm going 1, 2, and 3. Right.
Yep.
And what's my?
It's difficult. So
Yeah.
you're at no. So I'm sorry. You're gonna roll 2 purple dice, and there's gonna be a natural setback because of this weird mist that you're in.
Right. Absolutely. And to counter that setback, let's do 3 boosts.
Yes.
Okay.
3 boosts.
Do it. Don't fail me now. 5 successes, 1 disadvantage.
So how much damage does your blaster do?
5 successes?
It does 5 successes. Yeah, it's 12 plus success.
Oh shoot!
So 17. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's dead, and all of its future children are dead.
Well, no, that's a disadvantage. It's all of my future children.
So you fire the shot again. You take your time. You try to focus on it, and you fire. And it hits this creature, this thing in the mist, directly in the head, and it disappears and evaporates into the mist. With that, all 3 of the other ones start coming at you.
Us?
All 3 of you.
Okay.
Io and Herg,
Yes.
go ahead and roll.
Roll out.
You're gonna do your vigilance in this because you're
Vigilance?
not particularly cool at the moment.
Okay. So
The strange stuff is going on.
Will is 2
How
again.
many purple?
You're just rolling it. This is me getting initiative.
Okay.
1 success to advantage.
I got nothing.
0, 1 success,
I got
2 advantage.
nothing.
And then Caleb, can you do your cool? Because you kind of took your moment. You realized
Right.
that they disappeared.
So my cool is nothing, but my presence is 2. So it's just 2 of these guys. And nothing negative.
Yep.
1 advantage.
Okay. So, Herg, you are sitting there, you are holding your vibro axe. You know, it's attached to your side, so you pull it out. It extends, right? But, or you had your bowcaster, I'm sorry, which one
No,
did you?
vibro axe.
You had your vibro axe. It's difficult because you also have your bowcaster that's strapped to your back, and you have this large blaster cannon that you're trying to, like, carry in front of you as well. That's still latched on you, but it's making it extremely difficult to kind of swing your axe around because you have loaded up. But you have it out, and you do what?
I want to use my defensive stance.
Okay.
Oh
shit!
One of the things I have.
Where did you get a defensive stance?
Yeah. 25 points
To
where
remind all of our wonderful
I'm going to
viewers
read
at
it
home-
right
yeah.
now.
Oh, go ahead.
This is
And
what it
also
does.
your-
Defensive stance. It's an active maneuver, so I have to call this out. Once per round on the character's turn, the character may perform a defensive stance maneuver to assume a defensive stance against incoming melee attacks. He then suffers a number of strain, no greater than his ranks in defensive stance. Until the start of the character's next turn, upgrade the difficulty of all melee combat checks targeting the character a number of times equal to the strain suffered by the character in this way.
Oh shit! So how many of those do you have?
I think just one of these.
Okay.
One card, right?
Yep.
So one ranking and defensive stance.
Yep.
I have one.
Okay. Cool. So you kind of just prepare yourself for as these things are moving faster and
Yes.
faster at you.
Yes.
Io.
I go, Caleb. Oh wait, are you gonna tell me what? Because I rolled nothing. You gonna tell me what? What's what?
You're just trying to process everything that's
Cool.
going on. Yeah.
Got
so
it,
you
okay.
decide to do.
I go, Caleb, Herg, I've got eyes on you, and I fall back, and I take out my long range blaster rifle.
Okay.
So I fall back. That way, I can start trying to sniper whatever is coming out. That way, there's a line of defense.
Okay.
Between,
So you
yeah.
take a step back. You want to make a shot at one of them?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. I'm
So
gonna roll.
Your blaster rifle has a pretty awesome mod
Yes,
scope,
it
so it's
does.
only gonna. This is gonna normally be 3 purple, but it brings it down to 2.
Got it. So this would be ranged heavy. Yes. Oh shoot. All right. Here we go.
And you're gonna get, so it's 2 purple,
2
1
purple.
natural setback because of the misty mountaintop.
Cool. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3 rank in that.
Nice.
Agility. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take 2 more of those boosts.
Yes.
Oh wait. No. There we go. 3 successes with 1 advantage.
Okay, and how much damage does yours do?
Mine does 9 damage plus success.
So a total of
9 plus 3.
9 plus 3, 12. Yeah.
12 damage. Excellent.
So you take a step back, you fire, and you just blast a hole into the center mass of one of these creatures, and you just see the hole, and it's just gaping there in the creature, and it's still just
It's still
moving.
running?
You see it's
Okay.
almost like this strange kind of goo mist is kind of,
Has it been weakened any?
it's moving completely at the same
Well,
speed.
that just did jack shit, did it? All right. Okay.
And
Things
so
are not real. They're not alive.
they all go,
17 we did.
12.
Somewhere between that.
Yeah.
2 of them go for Herg, and 1 of them, the wounded one, goes for Caleb. I'm gonna do this real quick. You guys get your awesome sweet bonus because of your added defense.
And I'm in a defensive stance, so I'm like, shit.
Your defensive stance is like MC Hammer's stance. Slightly. Typewritering back and forth.
Back and forth.
Here comes a herd.
So
Hands just like magically. appear
you're
on her.
slightly confused because you saw this blast hit one of them in
Yes.
his chest and it's continuing to move. But the other 2 come at you and they pounce in the air and you're kind of trying to do your best you can to dodge. And as you get a closer look at them, they look like the creatures that you had fought before, but instead of like what you briefly saw of their skin, it's deformed and like bubbly and almost as if it's like some sort of not really what you saw before, but kind of morphing back into it. And you're confused because they don't seem real, but you feel the heat of their breath upon you. And as they're swiping at you and you feel one of their blade-like tails go across the top of your fur, it feels extremely real to you. Caleb?
Yeah.
The one that has this hole in its chest kind of stops and this tail, because you haven't, again, experienced and seen these things before, you don't fully know what's about to happen. And as it starts to do this kind of rhythmic look staring back at you, this tail comes from behind and stabs you in your side. What is your armor? What's your soak?
What is my soak? Soak is 4.
You take 4 damage
So 4 to the wounds.
to your wounds. I can track it right here.
Yeah, track it there. I have a pen.
And you feel it
I don't want to permanently.
Yeah.
find a perfect kind of
Where's it hit me?
angle through your armor and slice kind of the skin on top. So it hasn't like really cut deep into you, but it's 100%. You're feeling kind of the initial blood pour out of you from this wound. And
Caleb?
The tail got me. I'm all right.
you're next.
Am I next?
Yeah.
Well, I want to take this one out. I'm going to use the blaster. It's going to be the most effective thing. So, it's right in front of me still?
Yep.
Aim for the head.
I'm going to aim straight for the head.
Okay.
Fire.
You're gonna roll.
Is that what that was? One. Make sure I'm doing that right. Yes. Okay. And what's mine?
2 purple. And then it's up close, so you see it pretty. You're not getting lost in the mist. So that's it.
All right, I want to make sure, so let's use one of these guys.
Okay.
Oh, good. 4 success on that triumph.
Okay.
He's a Jedi, which negates all the negative feelings that we have in this temple.
Things up close. You reached right out to its face. You pull the trigger.
It's that close. I love
It disappears. And your triumphant move is to do.
it. Oh, why ever?
Do you choose to shoot another of the creatures next to her? Do some sort of action? What? You feel emboldened.
I will
by
spike
this.
my blaster. No, I'm gonna shoot one of the other ones. The ones are attacking her. Right?
Okay, so you see two of them that are still around Herg, and you line up to do another shot.
I line up for another shot. How close is her? Can I call out to him?
He's really close. He's relatively close to your distance, but he's locked in this kind of fight with these things as he's.
So warning him to hurt, get down is
You're
not
just
going to help. I just
instantly
got to go
going
for it.
straight for
Let's just go for it.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
All right.
You've got so many boosts, Herg.
Oh, cool. Thank you for the setback dice.
It's going to
man.
be 2
Hashtag
purple,
Help a Herg out.
Yeah.
and it's going to be a natural setback because you're shooting into this kind of locked craziness.
Got it.
And you
Using one of
use-
the boosts. Yeah.
Yep, cool.
Roll that. Got one disadvantage.
You fire, it goes off into the mist and just seems to as soon as it goes past them, the sound inside of it just disappears. And both of the creatures turn and start to look at you. And one of them leaves and starts moving a little bit closer towards Caleb.
Well, at least I got one of them away from you, Herg.
Herg, what do you do?
I have 2 creatures grappling with
One
me.
is
Now
kind of
one
locked.
them. The other one is now distracted. Before, there's many things going through my head right now. One of the things going through my
Always.
head was, perhaps I can kill one of these creatures instantaneously now,
Yep.
and focus my attack on it. But now I am thinking, I want to do an attack that will hinder both of them at the same time in one fell swoop. So instead of, for example, slamming my vibro axe down in the middle of its head for one creature while this one is still alive, I want to try to do something where I'm maybe hitting both of them and hitting one of them in the side of the face, across the jaw, while I make it to the other one's ribs or across their face. So knowing that the risk is they may not be dead, but enough to hurt them both and throw them away from me, and maybe one of them will stay down and I can recover to then finish off.
You're trying to swing at both.
Trying to swing it both. TLDR, trying to swing it both.
Yes.
Correct,
Just
yes.
like as if you invented swinging it both just now. Here's what I'm going to do.
Oh my god, this is gonna be crazy!
Guys, I can swing at both of them at the same time. That's impossible. Watch me.
Go ahead and roll.
Brawl?
No, this is gonna be melee.
Melee. Oh, cool. Beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep.
I should have done the video.
It's gonna be
Done the
3
video.
purple.
Damn.
You're gonna get 2 setbacks for this.
So, shit. I'm going to use, out of my setback,
Yeah. You can say your dice pool. Just say
my
your
dice pool,
Yeah.
I'm going to use
I guess you can say setback because it's
4
4.
of my hashtag setback.
Yeah, hashtag setback. So you're
Wow, things are looking dark.
calling upon this kind of warrior spirit within you, but as you do it,
What? As I do it, what?
you feel as if you let go somewhat to that feeling that you had before, the thing that you were trying.
care.
You don't, because as you do it, this vibro axe just, and you try to just maybe graze the first one, but the axe cuts all the way through its head as this weird, misty, gooey head flies off and the body disappears.
Does any blood get on me?
Nope.
Shit. It would have been so cool. But on the flip side, if the camera angles right past the head, right beyond the head, it looks like this. It's like a black angle and then just and then goo, and I'm like from that angle. As I make my way to the second,
And you're gonna make another attack.
so that one's dead.
Yeah.
And that is all from
My 7 successes. Holy shit. 1 triumph and 1 disadvantage.
Your triumph is going to be that you're going to be attacking the second one.
Beautiful.
You've converted all of that anger and rage into it. But that anger and rage is building up within you. And you feel that if you gave into it right
I
now,
don't care right now.
you will be getting an extreme bonus in this attack.
I'm gonna give into it.
Okay? All dice you use
So
are
I roll
purple.
for melee again.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2 purple.
2 purple. 2 setback.
2 setback. All dice that you use, every 1 dice that you use is going to count as double.
So then I will use 2 from my dice pool, which to me will be 4
Yep.
boosts. But it'll be 2. Oh, beautiful.
And as you let go of yourself and fully embrace this rage,
Shit.
how much damage does your thing do?
4 success with 3 disadvantage
Okay.
or 3 threats. And the vibro axe is 5 plus 3 plus my success.
So it's
which is
5
4.
plus your success, which is 4, plus your brawn, which is 5, I think, right?
So success is 4 plus
Yep.
3, 7 plus 5 brawn. So 12 total.
14, I think,
What?
right? 5 plus your 5 or 4 success.
Yes. Plus 3.
Oh, plus 3.
12 total.
Got it. Okay.
Unless I am terrible at math,
I'm going to take your word for it. But
which I am.
as you go and you just cleave into this creature and you just you take off this one's head as well, and the head flies off and disappears, but the body remains and is continuing to fight. But you're just filled with so much rage as you continue to just feed off this energy that is empowering you, making you feel stronger, as if you can take anything. You're gonna get a dark side point.
Now I'm -2. Sorry, Emrys.
Io. What happened, right, is Caleb he killed one of these things,
Yeah.
fired in a mist. Her just lets out this
Went
roar.
berserker,
That, again, after it leaves your immediate area, it just disappears around you, but something inside of you, it kind of shakes you as if that was a level of anger with her that you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
But you still
I'm
see
physically attached to him right now.
one of these creatures that's still remaining kind of move off to the side, and you're taken aback to see that it has no head,
But it's still
but it's
going.
continuing to do an assault upon your group.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my long range. Because that has the most firepower, doesn't it? Yeah, my long range blaster. Yes, it does. So, where'd it go? I'm just gonna take another body shot.
Okay.
At it.
Just roll. So it's gonna be
Although-
2 purple.
Yeah, I'll do that. 2 purple. Okay. Got 2 purple against 1, 2, 3, and I am locked in because I have no boosts.
Have dice pool that is in the dark side
That is true.
that you can call upon to use in this moment.
Since I have absolutely no clue what's going on, and this thing is running around, literally running around, without a head, I will take 1
Okay.
from the other side.
So you're gonna take 1,
Just
and
1.
it kind of pains you to do it. You're gonna take 1 strain for kind of using that dice over there.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
And it was
What the
worth
hey?
it! Because I got 6 successes, 1 triumph, and 2 disadvantages, but I got that sweet triumph in
And your
there.
damage to your weapon does how much?
9 plus success.
So you fire at where the head used to be, kind of getting between like the shoulder blades, as its headless body is kind of now fully kind of circling Herg and trying to position yourself between Caleb. As you fire, disappears in the mist. And as it disappears, for a brief moment, you look off to your left. You feel, again, this feeling of this anger, this kind of, that you tapped into during that moment is kind of weighs on you a little bit more. Feel like maybe you just called upon something that may have had some sort of otherworldly effect to it. But as you kind of focus away from the fight momentarily, you look off. You see this kind of almost light coming from the side of you, and you see what looks like a ramp, an exit out of the mist, heading back up.
Back up in the opposite direction or the direction of... We don't know. We're
We
in
have
the
no
mist.
idea.
We have no damn clue. Okay. Herg?
Yes.
Caleb?
What?
To the right. Do you see that?
Yes, it's a ramp.
I do. Do I have? I'm trying to see if I have anything to heal myself. Protein pack? No.
I
What
think
would I need
that's
to-
stamina.
That's right. I'm just screwed.
I want to try to help Captain Virgo.
Nothing, just...
Let's go.
Okay.
Nothing.
The longer you wait in the mist,
We're still tied together.
you're still tied together, that you wait, that kind of opening in light is starting to slowly kind of be more consumed by the mist around you.
Who's the closest to the light right now? Herg?
Caleb.
The way is closing.
All right, Caleb, take point. We'll follow.
Let's go. Let's run. I'm running.
And as you run, and the faster you go together, you see more and more of this kind of mist reabsorb this opening. And just as it is about to kind of collapse on it, you break through. Climbing up, kind of landing on the ramp. And as you turn around, you see the mist that you had before. And you see the other side where you had previously been. And as you look up, above you stands Virgo, who's impatiently waiting. God, it took you guys so long.
We got held back. Have you seen the captain?
It was like 100 feet. You just walked straight
Have
through
you seen
it.
the captain?
No, I thought she was with you.
We haven't seen her.
We must go back for Captain.
I don't know if that's such a good idea. Let's give her a minute.
Give her a minute. Give her a minute. She is our captain.
Barely found our way out of there. Are we sure she's not on this side?
Virgo, were you the first to arrive?
I mean, there was no one here.
You've been waiting here this whole time.
Captain!
Captain! You hear it echoing down the hallway of the door outside of this chamber leading farther into the complex.
And Virgo, you went in a straight line.
Yeah, I just walked right through. It's just from here to there.
And nothing happened? You didn't see anything?
Creatures,
This
statues.
is a weird mist. I don't... What are you talking about?
We had a very different experience.
I don't understand. We just walked through it.
Look.
On the comm. Captain!
Some
I
of,
get
my,
it.
Captain, are you still in the mist?
some of my
Captain?
fur's gone.
Where are you?
You're a cutter now? You just cut yourself? Is that what you do? You are about to hang up, and you hear staticky for a brief second. You
Clara.
hear as if you hear Kalar's voice,
Captain?
but it's gone.
Do we get back in?
She'd want us to press forward.
I mean, we should probably get this thing and get out of here.
We'll get this thing, we'll get Captain, then we'll get out.
Okay,
Fine.
I just want something. And you'd think there'd be something in here to like fight and poison. I don't know. And she starts to walk.
Virgo, you should missed
And
on.
as she's walking away, I do one of the... Okay. All right.
So you leave the chamber.
Do I have any? Do I have any food?
I don't know. Do you have any food?
According to my miscellaneous items, I have 3,500 credits and 1,000 forged credits.
Yeah. Thank
right,
you,
you got
the
all-
fridge.
I don't think there's anywhere to buy food.
Yeah.
Here.
Do I have anything that I can leave behind as a trail of breadcrumbs?
You could leave the rope, I guess. It would only go so far. I don't really know what else you could do. You could rip off our... Yes?
I reach into one of my pouches. Spare bread roll.
It's
You wanted breadcrumbs?
super stale.
It's stale as fuck, but you know what?
Super stale!
It'll leave crumbs.
Yeah.
And what else are you gonna hang on to it for?
There was some sentimental, I guess.
I break off
Start
enough
crumbling it
crumbs
up, yeah.
to spell captain and then an arrow in the direction that we went.
Okay.
Are there choices as to where we are right now? There's just one way
There's
to go.
one way down. Okay.
Good call, Herc. Good call.
Okay. And I will leave a little crumb every few feet.
Drop crumbs and they fall into the dirt and sand that's on the ground, but it seems like if someone was looking, they could potentially
So
find
he could have also just drawn that out in the dirt sand.
Well, you put it on like the stone that was out of. I got what you were doing.
Thank you.
No, I got it.
Stone.
She'll be
It's
like,
on a
oh, I see they
stone.
went. They continued. They're not still in the
You're
mist. I get it.
following your footsteps
It's not
as
like
well.
we're gonna eat this. It's too stale.
No, way too stale.
Just holding on to it.
Yeah.
Virgo's just kind of continuing to walk
course she is.
off in that direction.
Yeah, why not? She hasn't seen anything yet.
Virgo, wait!
Can we stay together, please?
Yeah, stay together. Come on.
I'm eating bread.
And as you continue to leave bread, you're making your way slowly through this kind of passageway again, taking these turns. It's kind of going all over the place. And finally, you come across another chamber.
Okay.
And this chamber is different than the other one.
Secrets.
There's no
Gold
gorge
here.
separating between the two. It's completely flat.
Okay.
You see a stone kind of door on the other side, and there's a fountain in the middle. Water is flowing out of it, and there's statues kind of around the fountain.
I know what happened the last time we saw
Herc,
statues.
please don't touch anything.
I won't.
It's true, it wasn't until you touched the statue. I don't know if that was part of it or not.
We may never know.
And it's just, are we at a dead end at this point? Is there like a hallway attached to this chamber here? Can we just,
From what you can see, there's what looks to be some sort of doorway on the other side that's
okay.
stone, is like kind of, there's like an archway, but it's blocked by some sort of stone. And all you see else is just,
There's an archway on the other side, fountain in the center.
yep. And it's just a big, kind of big open chamber, and there's statues that are kind of surrounding.
Can we walk like this and do our best to avoid the statues unless we need to?
Cool.
We're still attached. Should two of us flank each side?
I think we have to unattach,
Yeah.
or all go on the same side. Otherwise, we're gonna do that dog thing,
Dude, yeah.
and we won't need this anymore
Yeah.
for now.
Virgo
So-
is
That's
walking
yours.
directly towards the
Don't touch anything!
Don't touch the statues.
Don't!
What he said.
Don't.
She touches one of the statues.
Virgo, I'm gonna call her.
What
Right
do, what do you, I don't, it's a statue. She starts like rubbing it. Like,
And I leap and pick her up. Just pick her up.
I don't understand what, this has been the easiest thing. We walked through
There
some
was no
Smiths
time-
and there's a statue.
listen,
I don't understand.
Listen, Virgo, there was no time to explain, but in the last chamber, we touched a statue, and then we were attacked by creatures.
Meanwhile, I'm detaching the rope that Herg has tethered onto me as he's saying that. So we're all now.
She's like kicking at it. I want
There were
something
4
to
large
fight.
panther-like
That
creatures.
sounds amazing. She's just,
Virgo, you can't poison a statue.
Virgo, I mean this with all due respect. You are literally the worst. I'm gonna put you down. Please don't touch things. Just to touch them. Have a reason to.
just want to poison something.
Can we continue on the outside
Sure.
to get the other
I
side?
mean,
of the
she's following you, so she seems kind of resigned to kind of wherever you guys are going. She's
All right, Caleb, keep an eye on her.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Captain could be dead.
All right, let's continue. The
best,
faster we get this, the faster we can get Captain.
Okay.
So we're going around.
So you've made your way around.
Going around.
You went, so you guys separated.
Yeah.
So the two of you are still together?
Yeah.
Virgo with me.
Virgo with you, and you just circle it and you reach the other side. You
And?
find this, clearly it's a doorway, but there's a giant stone slab that's blocking.
Do I see anything at all to open that other than the fountain? I mean, I assume it's going to be the fountain, but
You look to the side of the stone archway, and carved onto it, it's again some kind of strange language and runes that you don't really fully understand. But what you do make out from it is, from your kind of experience with binary, is there's a certain level of kind of mathematicalness to it. You're not, again, fully sure the language, but you see that it just, on the wall, there's text that you don't understand, but just 4 is kind of what keeps popping
you're saying
forward.
4 once.
4,
not-
as in just
but
the number 4.
but not 4. Okay.
It's kind of in all of these different kind of languages, but the scene that you see the most is the number 4. And off to the side is a pedestal that's open and like a stone slab that's on it, as if it's some sort of mechanism.
Okay. It's got very Indiana Jones just now.
The only thing I can make out here is the number 4, which seems to
That's
be
our comm
repeating
channel. What
as
about
a
it?
theme. Well, it's repeating as a theme on the wall.
Captain? Captain?
You hear just almost as if Kilara's breathing heavily, and it cuts out again.
There's a pedestal over here.
Okay.
Can I walk over to the pedestal and take a look at it?
Yeah. It looks old. It looks like it's some sort of contraption that's clearly designed for opening this door.
Right.
But as far as you can tell, it's just there.
It's just with a stone
like a
slab.
pillar.
There's no markings.
It's like a
there's
pillar,
nothing.
and there's like a stone.
There's nothing to push.
Nope, nothing to push. But you hear
4.
the flowing water of the fountain back behind you.
Do we?
Yeah.
I think we need to check out the fountain.
Okay.
I realize we just walked completely around
Yeah.
the fountain as a last resort.
Yes, because it had statues.
You know, statues.
How many statues?
There's one very large statue
In the middle.
that's in the middle where this kind of water's flowing, but you didn't really get a good look at it. But there's about 20, 25 of these statues around it.
Okay.
But they seem to be in different states of like prostration, like they're just kind of bent over,
Okay.
kind of all focusing around the statue.
Then let's head back. Let's inspect this statue.
All right.
All right, so we'll head over to the
The
fountain.
fountain.
Get a better look at these statues.
And as you go closer, you get a better look. It seems like the faces on these people that are around it are of extreme like happiness and elation, and some of them seem to be like on the verge of like emotionally crying as some of them are like reaching out towards
the larger statue.
this larger statue. But since you're now approaching from the other side, you're just seeing the back of this statue, and water's flowing out from like around it. So you can't see the front, and its arms, it just has one arm that's raised up in the air, but you're seeing it from behind.
I'll walk around to the front.
You both continue to go around.
Yes.
As you slowly make your way to the front of the statue, you see that it is indeed holding what was something, as if there was some sort of gap between the stone statue, as if something could have fit
big enough for a lightsaber?
inside of it.
Okay.
But you look at the fronted hood of the statue, and it wasn't carved to show you the face, as if it was kind of buried within it. So you just see it's a hood figure raising a hand, and flowing around it is water. At its front of its feet are two things. Both of them are vases. One is larger than the other.
Vases.
Jars.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay. Are they clear jars?
No, they're like stone, clay,
Like urns.
urns.
Okay.
Right. Let me walk over and take a look inside.
Sure.
I'll do that.
Peek in. Just seems
Not like this either.
you go
Not-
straight in, facehugger style.
Yeah.
They just seem like jars. They just seem like vessels to contain something. It doesn't look like they've been used in a long time. However, you again look on the outside of these containers. And again, there are strange languages written on it, but you're seeing one that says 5 and one that says 3.
I assume the smaller one says 3?
Correct.
Is there any light source in this room?
It seems lit.
How?
Just unnaturally lit.
Is there any source of light that is stronger than the other? Is there anything that is...
All right,
You said it was a 5 and a 3.
5 and a
I have
3
an
and
idea.
4 is written all over.
What is this?
I think I know.
3, 4,
Or at least
5?
there's an idea. Let me pick up the 5.
Are you sure?
You pick it up.
And walk to the fountain, to the water. And does that even make sense?
Is this some sort of...
And that's not gonna work.
Is this some sort
I
of...
think we need to. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking we need whatever these measurements are. The door says 4. Maybe if we can get 4
I see.
ounces of this water onto
see.
that platform, it'll work.
So it must be...
So again, there's a math problem here.
It is an
Why did it
ancient...
have to be math?
It is an ancient bank.
A bank?
Jar, bank. Jar, bank. Just give me a moment, it'll come to me.
Sure.
You say it more.
Jar, bank.
I don't know. I really don't know what it
They
is
have
about
banks
that.
here?
But it's really annoying me right now. I
very
can't
annoying.
place my finger on why, but please stop
It's
saying
very
jar,
annoying.
jar, bank. This can't be a bank. What sort of currency do you see
It
here?
almost feels racist. Jar, banks. There's
At least I'm
banks
not
here.
sure where you're going with
I
this.
don't know. There is some sort of a math problem here. And I feel like Jar Jar Banks is a dead end.
But there's only
Not gonna...
there's only 2 of these. There's nothing on that slab. It's just an empty slab. So if the case is that we have to get exactly 4, I can get us 2. If we fill the 5 all the way up, and pour the 3 from the 5, we'll have 2.
Yes, but then what?
I don't know. If I had a third jar, we would have something here. Is there another way to do that I'm not seeing? That's 2 if we could do that twice, except I don't know.
Is
how
it
to
a
do that.
weight thing? Would the weight of an empty urn be enough to make up the difference?
I feel like if we experiment with this, we're going to set off multiple traps.
If we fill up the jar of 3 first,
Yes, the 3 first.
and then put it into 5, that does us no good.
Then right, then we have 3 in here, we have enough space for another 2.
Yes. But that's
Oh, I
it.
hate it.
So much.
Does the 3 jar fit inside of the 5?
I wish I had a device.
I'm back on that point right now.
Does it fit inside of the 5? Okay, but if there are 2 trains leaving, and one of
Are
them...
they laughing at us?
This is gonna be like.
Yeah. Two trains leaving. How many oranges does a person on train number 1
yes.
sell?
Who's driving the
when-
fountain?
Yes.
Oh wait, does that? So
A
I can get us
train leaves
2.
Boston at 3:32.
Boston.
Why am I not? I know.
Because it's math.
I can only get it to 2. You followed my logic that far, right?
Yes.
And then you both were also lost.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if we had something else to put it in, we don't have anything.
Virgo walks over.
It's because we're actors. We don't do
Virgo,
math.
tell us your
Virgo,
math.
stay out of this. We'll figure this out on ourselves. Virgo, get in the corner and think about your poison.
Damn it!
Get out of here.
Energy
And
cell
just kind of walks off.
You are cool.
Just,
all
I'm
else
here
fails,
whenever you need
I have 2
me
spice
to be.
pouches.
Well, wait, hold on. Wait, Virgo. Are you a math expert?
I make poisons. All it is chemistry and math.
So why didn't you say anything?
You told me not to come near the statues.
We said not to touch anything. If there was any helpful information, it would have been very, very nice if you. Can we poison this thing?
She just takes a vial out of her many pouches and she just throws it at the statue, hitting it making contact.
The statue itself, not the little platform, the statue.
I tried to poison it, but I guess it didn't work.
Great.
That wasn't chemistry related.
As
Was
the
anger
corrosive element starts to kind of eat away at the statue, you hear a slow rumbling. And the trickling of water as it starts to fill the room.
As it starts to fill the room.
You see it kind of pouring in from the sides. It's very, very low. It's just at the edges. Water's kind of filling up, moving through the sand.
Guys, wait. Stop doing math. Look in front of you.
What's
Caleb. Her.
Filling
do you
the
see
room?
that?
Nah, so
Very
water's-
slowly, though.
Yeah, it's just water slowly entering the room from the
Wait.
sides.
Once we find this measurement of 4, where are we supposed to put that liquid?
I thought on the platform. On the podium.
Oh, I see.
On the slab.
That makes sense. Well, why wouldn't we just... Oh, because we don't want to experiment because a wrong answer could...
We may end up
I
experimenting.
see.
Well, here's the thing. While you guys were doing that, Virgo hurled something at the statue, and that was experiment number 1.
And that made the water start pouring in.
Assuming.
The water is regular water.
Just regular water, it seems like, but it's moving
Faster than we would like.
Does anyone have a container?
Virgo?
No.
What is the problem that you guys are trying to solve?
We're trying to get 4 units of measurement of this water onto that podium. Mm-hmm. We have a 5 unit and a 3 unit.
I have Virgo's.
3 idiots over
I
here.
have Virgo's thing right here. She does not have as much intellect as I thought.
I've got it! I've got it.
Yes.
I figured it out.
Yes.
The jar, the part of the banks that has 5 on it,
Yes.
that jar, if we empty it out and then take the filling with 3 and pour it in, we will have 3.
Yes.
Then we fill the jar with 3 again to the top and then pour only until we have the full 5. Then we'll have 1. Then we empty the jar of 5, we put our unit of 1 inside the unit of 5, and then we fill up the unit of 3. 1 plus 3 equals 4.
I'm sure that all made sense.
It did. It actually did.
Here, I drew it in the sand. If we take this and fill this
I
up
see that.
and pour it in,
Pour that.
then we'll have 3.
Berg, stop
Okay.
explaining it
All
and
right,
just
then.
do
You're
it.
feeling the water now hit like the bottom of your feet. Like it's slowly.
But then, if we do it again,
Berg,
but
shut
then
it
stop, we'll be left over with 1, and then we have that.
Can I
Empty
do
this.
it? I'm not
Pour
that
that
worried
in.
about it because I breathe water fine. But you go and argue about this, that's fine. But I have a feeling that you're going to have a difficult time breathing
It
underwater.
looks like this.
And as you
This was 3, and this is 5.
you feel like you have roughly 4 in this 5 container, and you do.
Here, put it on the pedestal. I'm too scared. Watch out for the bee.
Oh yeah. Oh, I totally forgot about that guy.
Don't kick that open.
It's a trap! As you place it down on the stone slab, it slowly sinks a little bit. And the stone structure, the archway, the slab are kind of barricading you from moving forward, slowly starts lifting up into the ceiling.
Yes. That took us too long.
Virgo's like, my shoes are wet, and starts to walk, just moving forward.
And there she
into
goes.
The next hallway.
I'm going to be the last one.
Okay.
And just enjoy the water a little bit.
Are you
It's-
homesick?
Not bad.
Cool, it's refreshing. You feel a little bit of revitalization as you kind of absorb a little bit into your amphibious-like skin.
It's cool. It's blue.
Blue.
Stripes.
It's stripy. Shout out cool stripes. Pouring out from homies. You all move through. And again, you're following a similar pathway. It's moving you this way and that way. And you finally get to one more chamber. And in this chamber, you see on the opposite side another kind of archway and path heading out. And in between those two spaces are a series of platforms that seem to be kind of arranged in a state where you have to climb up, jump, moving across.
Okay.
And down below is just a ravine in darkness that you can't really see the bottom of the end.
Easy. This one does not have a puzzle.
So there are platforms to make our way across.
Across to what? Hold on.
To the other
Just
side.
the other side, okay. And can we see what's on the other side? Is there...
It just looks like the same thing that you've experienced at the end of the chamber, moving forward on.
Okay.
And it is the three of us in Virgo. That's it. No captain. And Zat and what's his face stayed at the beginning.
Correct.
How far is the space between the platforms?
It's a decent amount of space. It looks like you have to jump
But
from
we
one
can jump.
location to
And
the
our
next.
climbing gear, the rope is how long? More than a jump, I would assume.
Yes. Between the two, yes.
I suggest we tie
This is why you always
ourselves
bring a
together
climbing
with the gear. And the strongest of us starts first as an anchor.
Okay.
Me.
Yes. And we make our way across by jumping.
Is there any way that we can use our climbing gear to grapple or put something at the top and swing
And
across,
swing across?
and avoid the platforms?
Do your perception.
I'm gonna look smart.
Yeah.
Wait, before we do that, I'm gonna try something.
Okay. What are you looking at?
I'll let you know in a second. Let's see. It's my cunning.
Perception is thing. Oh, alright.
Okay, and
3 purple dice. That's it.
I'm gonna use all. I'll use 2 setback. 2 from my dice pool. Just 2.
But we could sure use some boosts on this side over here too.
Yes. 2 advantage and 2 success. 2
So
success and 2 advantage. I look up and see.
you look up and see, and there seems to be that there are strange kind of things that are jetting out from the roof that look almost like hooks from all these different points. They're kind of,
Stalactites.
they seem as if they were
Stalagmites.
specifically made, like man-made.
Oh, I see.
So like there are kind of these strange like talon claws that have come out and kind of reached up.
And after he makes that noise, you should throw the rope.
Yes. This is what I'm gonna do.
That's what it'll sound like.
That's what it'll sound like when it catches.
Do
Okay.
your athletics.
Athletics.
I'm so glad
I'm
you looked
so
up.
strong. I'm so strong at athletics.
It's gonna be 3 purple. You want to use any?
I'm gonna use all 3 of my remaining setback dice. Here we go. Booyakasha! 6 successes and 2 advantage.
You just use your summon this energy amongst you as you kind of again are using these points from swing it up. First throw latches onto one of these things. And you tug on it.
Excellent.
Yep, and it seems firmly locked in place.
I'll go first and I'll throw the rope.
Great.
Impressive.
So first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna do your athletics again.
How we didn't all get across in time. We should have been faster.
Too slow for Bert. Okay. Athletics, go.
Damn. You're encumbered because you have all this gear on you, so you're
Yes.
gonna get 2 black dice for this swinging aspect. And then it's gonna be, you're trying to swing all the way across.
How far is it?
It's probably, again, it seems like it's another
100 feet?
100 feet, right? But there's these platforms that are like in scattered routes, so it's like you climb
So
up.
when I threw that,
Yeah.
I wanted to try to get as far as was
It's
feasible.
probably halfway.
Halfway.
Yeah.
So if it's
That's what you
halfway, essentially I could go all the way. So you're asking, do you want to play it safe or do you want to go the full distance of what? I guess I want to try for the full distance.
Okay.
It's not mist.
No.
I can see. I do this all the time on Tagoria.
Yeah.
I do this shit all the time on Tagoria.
Sure you have.
It's the national pastime.
Swinging around, swinging chains, and yeah, 4 purple.
Swing into chain. I'll just use nope. Wait, nope. Here we go.
Okay.
2 success. 3 threats. 2 success.
You
focus on that.
swing across to the other side. And as you're doing it, you get to the other side, but the full weight of your body, the rope rips, and as you land off and kind of tumble onto the other side,
I land on my feet. I'm a
you
cat.
land on your feet.
Thank you.
Because you're a cat.
Thank you.
But the rope now just seems to be the hook that's latched onto the...
So it's just a loose rope that falls.
No. You ripped and most of the rope went with you. Now it's just a hook that's up on top.
So it's not. So the hook part didn't come with me with the rope. I couldn't swing a hook again, and I don't have one anymore.
Yep.
Shit. I gotta.
But you're on the other side.
Yes. Could I throw something 100 feet?
You could try. While you've made it over.
We all have
So
climbing gear?
Yeah, we do.
Yes, but I
I
thought
heard
maybe.
just swings. One just motion just goes across the other side. Summons all the strength, comes back, leaps forward. Unfortunately, you hear a rope and it echoes through, but he makes it to the other side,
You
stands
know
up.
what happened? It's because somebody didn't kiss me on the cheek for good luck. That's why the rope.
You needed the good luck.
I'll kiss you next time.
Thank you, Caleb.
Io,
Yes.
what do you do?
How far is each platform from each other?
Probably like 5 feet.
5 feet. It's like, I'm agile. Would I be able to just bloop, 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 just Super Mario this?
Theoretically.
Okay.
Common term in Star Wars.
Yes.
land.
Yes.
All right, because I have an idea.
Okay.
I might try to actually like make the distance from platform to platform, but I might throw Herg my end of my climbing gear so he can reel me in.
Okay. Before you do that,
Yeah.
we've reached the end of our second round.
Oh no!
Tier 3, dark side.
Yes.
So Herg, as you get up
Great.
and you kind of dust yourself off and you look off over to the side, kind of looking and waving at, trying to formulate a plan of what you do to do next.
Okay.
You are about to raise your comms when, again, this strange feeling that's been tugging on you this entire time that you've entered this complex kind of beckons you to
That's strange. Not pleasing.
a side wall.
I go to it.
And you go to it, and almost as if you've completely forgotten everything around you, you just reach out and place a paw on one of the bricks of this wall. And as you do, it raises up, and you're strangely taken aback to find, staring at you, a skeleton of what before you don't fully know, but it was a
Tagorian?
large creature, and it's wearing some sort of old, cobwebbed, dust-covered set of armor that calls to you and beckons to you.
Believe it, Crom!
And it seems oddly your size.
Oh, snap! The skeleton doesn't need it anymore.
I punch the skull into dust. Just so that I can take the armor off of the top and break the arms off. And again, punch the skull into dust. Disrespectful. Just disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
And then I take the pants off. and I put this.
Tonight on Desecrating the Dead.
I don't give a fuck. Give me your clothes. You got a family? I don't care. Break your ribs off and play on your dead body.
Only Herc makes this personal.
Break off a rib and put it where your penis was, and I laugh. You don't have a penis anymore.
Herc, is everything okay?
You've just seen Herc just kind of in a trance-like state,
Desiccated
walk to
body.
the side.
And we're just
and
hearing
he
distant drumming.
No, he just disappears into one of the
okay.
walls. So you're actually kind of alarmed because he's just disappeared off into a wall.
Okay.
I hear like tribal drums and like cat growls, like wow.
You're completely transfixed on this. Locked on it 100%.
I put it on.
You're in the process of doing all this.
Chest.
You've forgotten everything else.
Whatever is on the legs, whatever is on the arms.
So we're gonna start our third and final round. Now this third and final round, it's not gonna go for a full. Well, hopefully it won't go for a full hour. It's gonna end at an unknown period of time. So you don't know. Now this is, I feel like, the tier that has the most real ramifications for all of the players.
All of us.
Anyone in
Especially
particular.
Virgo.
So with that, I'm gonna start the last round. Herg, you're completely focused. So
Okay.
Io and Caleb.
All right, we could use some boosts, guys.
What do
We
you
need to
do?
get across this ravine. So we can't see Herg at this point anymore.
Nope,
so
he's
there
disappeared in the
goes
wall.
my original plan.
Yep.
Okay.
He seems completely drawn to something and just walked off.
Well, you were in the middle of something, weren't you?
I was talking about how I wanted to Super Mario myself across this, and then have Herg anchor me, but he's off doing his thing right now.
Something called him off.
He is
Some
off
sort
doing
of
his thing.
maybe dark side called him off.
What do you think?
I'm gonna try to go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to tie ourselves together on opposite ends of the rope so that we can anchor each other?
We could try. He's obviously, he's taller. Yes? Okay. So we could try that. You can go ahead.
Then I jump first. You jump if you don't make it. I pull you up.
You had better.
And vice versa.
Okay.
Okay. So you've daisy chained yourself again.
Yeah.
Kind of. And you're gonna. Who's gonna jump first?
I am.
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm rolling, but
It's gonna be an athletics check.
Of course, it's an athletics check. What else would it be? Okay, I've got one here, and that's.
Meanwhile,
so
Herg's
three.
just like in his new armor, playing
What's
on the
the
rib.
difficulty?
3 purple.
Jump 5 feet. It's 3. It's the same as fighting a cat, panther, giant thing. And I will use none of that, even though there's thousands
one-
of boosts available.
There is
There's one setback you call upon
It's
from the dark sided pool, and you get a feeling that if you draw upon it in this place, you felt this gnawing, this weird sensation. That if you tapped into it, you feel like it can see you through something.
I'll leave it. I feel refreshed enough after my bath.
Yep. So you're gonna get a boost actually because of the refreshed feeling that you're natural blue,
Natural blue.
revitalized from the water.
Are you tied on?
Yep.
Here we go. 2 successes,
Okay.
3 disadvantages.
So you jump to where you feel like is a distance in front of you, and as you jump and you land on this platform, you kind of slip and skid, and as you do it, that extra little bit of kind of movement propels Io forward
shit, okay.
and drags her off the platform that she was at, and you're now swinging
Okay.
towards where he was at.
Okay. But he's anchored, so
He's up on top.
he's up on top,
And you're
I'm
now
below.
trying to hold on.
wanna
So you're
use- Okay.
starting to slip.
Pull the weight.
Okay. I know what I'm doing. Because it's a column, right, that I'm swinging towards. Caleb, hang on. And I
gotcha.
grab my vibro knives. And then as I'm swinging towards the column, I slam them in
Okay.
to either side.
Okay.
And then I ratchet. I do one of these things.
Do a melee check actually.
Melee.
Right now.
Okay. Okay. I got rank in that.
And you're putting less weight on me. I like your plan.
Okay. Against
2 purple.
2 purple. And is that it?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just gotta make sure that. Okay.
Good melee.
Good melee.
Damn.
One
So you just-
success.
Slam into it. And these are vibro knives, correct? So you've turned them on because otherwise they would have just kind of
just be-
smashed into
just
this
be hills,
stone.
yeah.
But you kind of feel this resistance as these knives are like digging into this ancient kind of pillar. And as you pull yourself up, and Caleb, as you're holding on, you both make it up onto this kind of platform. And you're about a third of the way maybe in.
Okay.
I didn't account for the platform being slippery. Sorry.
All right. Let's not let don't let that happen again.
I'll try not to.
All right. Here we go. Next one. How many more of these do we have?
So you're about
70.
You jumped a little bit farther than you had originally aimed for. That was kind of why because originally it was like 100 feet,
Yeah.
right? So you jumped probably, and the way you did it was you jumped and continued to kind of move forward. So you've made it probably about using carefully a little bit more now, kind of taking your time,
Okay.
halfway through, working together, slowly taking it one kind of person at a time. And you're getting near the end where you're about to try and do the last little bit, the
Okay.
last little hurrah that will get you to the other side.
Okay.
And the last hurrah looks no different from the other hurrahs.
It's a farther distance between kind of, so what you
shoot.
did was you did the initial jump,
Okay.
and there was a lot of different smaller pillars in between, platforms to jump to. At the end, there's a large distance between kind of where you're at,
Okay.
looking down into this kind of abyss, and the other side.
What's a bigger factor in this, our height or our athletics?
For your
To do this, the jump? Who should do the first
Athletics.
initial jump?
Athletic. Okay.
So my athletics are only 1, so that's what I would be rolling. Would be 1. 1 yellow and 2 green.
Yeah, I've got 2.
You've got more.
Yeah.
So yours.
You're just so Herg is extremely focused on this thing. You're slowly putting it on, and as you're putting on this armor, you're feeling this power kind of seep into you the more and more you attach the next one. And it's almost as if it's giving you some sort of super strength, more so than you already have. And the kind of encumbrance that you had before of carrying all this gear seems to just, despite putting on more and wearing this armor, imbues you with this kind of extra kind of motivation to kind of push forward. So now you feel like everything that you're carrying isn't holding you back. If anything, you feel more strong as you put this armor on. And you're kind of in your zone doing your thing. Caleb, Io.
Am I making this first jump?
I think it's best.
Okay. Is there enough room for me to take a running leap?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll do that. So I will, it's athletics, yes? Against
Okay. It's going to be 3 purple.
3 purple. Anything else?
You just do it. Unless you have. Oh, shit!
I know. Anything else?
Yep.
I don't want to fall into this abyss, so I'm going to take half and leave half for you.
Deal.
Yep. Taking 5.
Okay.
And I'm rolling.
As you kind of take a running start and you jump and you kind of over the abyss, the whole,
Don't kick the bee.
Want to clarify, that's how she runs.
and no, that's the jump. That's the jump over. You know how they do and then it's you see coming out of, as you're kind of soaring through the air,
Do a Superman
you
thing?
see Herg come out of this wall, fully dressed, kind of chest open, emerging out, slowly walking in something that you hadn't seen him wearing before, and it's just off-putting because it's like so mesmerizing and yet so primordial, so violent to it, and yet it looks is very appealing, and you're kind of locked onto it. But you make it to the other side.
I'm
tuck
like,
and roll.
Herg, is that you? As I dive roll.
And Herg has stepped out.
Yes, it is me.
Where'd you get the armor?
A wall.
I wish this conversation was happening all while you were still in the air.
A wall.
I love when movies take those liberties.
Well, you know what? I untied the rope around my midsection and I go, you know what? You would be a better anchor. There you go.
I'll hold it like this. I'm so strong. I'm so strong now. Put it on my pinky.
Can I see this?
Yes.
Wrap it around my pinky
please,
finger.
please hold the rope.
I got you. I just pull it. I just pull the rope.
Just pull him.
Yoink.
Do just a straight up
So strong.
brawl. Or brawn.
Brawn. Do I get any boost with this
Oh, you're going to
strength?
get so much boost. So it's going to be 3 purple. You're going to get 1 natural setback, so a black dice, because you did it and Caleb was completely unprepared for this. You're going to get 1 natural boost because of this kind of power that you feel. You're also going to get another natural boost because of just the this force that's feeding into you. And then you have 1 dice.
And I will use that last setback dice
Okay.
as a boost.
Yep.
Oh shit! It's always, by the way, it's always scary when you set everything up and you get a no result because you're like, oh, it could cancel itself out that
Yeah.
easily.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Let's roll. Yes. 2 success, 1 advantage, and like Wonder Woman, I yank this mother in the air and bring him down much lighter than Wonder Woman would.
So you're just kind of pulled and making your
way.
And as you kind of hit the wall of the other side, you walk your way up, and he pulls you out, and you're now seeing Herg for the first time, again, standing kind of arrogantly proud in this new shiny armor that he has, that he's kind of wiped off the dust.
Did you see how far through you?
First off, you could have given me a heads up. Second off, what are you wearing?
He got it from a wall.
Yes, I found it in a while. And I'll describe it to you now. What's it look like?
You start to describe it, and as you describe it, you're agreeing with what is being described of it. I'm gonna let you actually, if you want to, draw it. If you want to take some time.
I already did.
Yeah,
Well,
perfect.
where's Virgo in all of this? Hold
How
on.
then would you describe it?
There's a white chest piece that has been faded and dusted through the years, so it's a little tan, it's a little
Dressed.
browner,
Okay.
dressed. It's white. There are spikier shoulder pads that come out. They're orange in color. They have stripes across the shoulder pads. The abs almost has a similar stripe design, and I have like darkish blue sort of armor plating with that same color of white towards the bottom for my shoes area, and there's that same orange motif on the little tips of the toes as well. So spiky shoulders,
Spiky and
kind
stripy.
of spiky, stripy.
Stripy
Not
orange.
stripes per se, but literally just lines. It's solid orange
Got
with lines across the top.
Got
Dip, 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 dip.
Got it. Okay.
Like a honeycomb design or
Okay.
like some basketball or something. Just lines across orange. Abs, lines, chest plate, simple kind of whitish with some blue and then white. Orange.
I'm wearing a Hut original. It's a lengthy jacket. Patchwork that was added in afterwards.
Very
That's
nice.
a custom blend of
Yes.
Bantha leather.
Of course, yes. Beautiful.
Why are we having
As you're all focusing on kind of what Herg is wearing and also maybe the inadequacies of your own and whatnot, you're just hearing this. And Virgo jumps from the last spot, it's like, and lands, and kind of tucks, rolls, gets up, and he's like, what the hell, dudes? Like, you just were so focused on.
We did not forget
didn't-
you, Virgo.
It's like I'm not even here. You just I feel like I'm just secondary to this entire storyline that's going on right now, and I'm very upset.
That's what
I
you get
need
for not chiming in
something
earlier in the other room with the fountain and the
to
map.
poison. Shall we?
We knew you could handle yourself. Remember whatever planet we were on, we hit that
Yeah.
base and you went all by yourself.
That's true.
And did your whole, so we
I
just
feel like I can just do things better on my own. I mean, thank you for pointing it out.
If you're doing
Don't
them
say that,
better, why
Virgo.
are you complaining?
Disregards your statement and just continues to walk through the hallway.
Classic Virgo.
Yep.
Classic Virgo.
Okay.
All right.
Any other outfits along the walls for the rest of us?
I don't think
No, I touched all the other walls. There's nothing.
What's this pile of white dust?
What?
There's a pile of white dust in skeletal remains.
Tragic. Anyway, that's what I look like in my armor.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
pretty sweet. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet.
Will you,
Camera see this?
will you take a picture of it?
better.
And,
Yeah, I'll draw a better version later.
It looks familiar.
Yes, a little
A
bit.
little
yeah.
bit. Just a
slightly.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll see if I described it well enough.
If you had to give your power a number, you'd say it was
Over 9,000. Easily.
And now it all makes sense.
All right. I don't want to stick around to find out whatever crushed the remains of the skeleton
Let's
here.
get out of
Let's continue on.
A horrible, horrible beast must have done this. Let's leave.
So what else do we see in this area?
It's the same thing you've kind of been experiencing, which is,
more.
you leave it. It's more of these passageways taking you farther and farther in and in. And with each step that you take, again, this feeling that you've been experiencing that's been going stronger and stronger and stronger is now almost bombarding your senses. Caleb, you're gonna roll.
Of course I am.
You're gonna do a resilience check.
Resilience.
Let's do a resilience check, which is just my brawn. Just 3.
Now, do you embrace this feeling? Or do you try to fight this feeling?
I'm getting a feeling, and I don't even know what the feeling.
It's-
you mean the
this,
darkness?
This
the-
darkness.
I'm gonna try to fight the feeling.
Okay.
And I'm
It's going to be
use
3 purple,
3 purple.
1 red.
In that case, I'm gonna use 5 boosts.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't see the darkness. 4 success, 1 advantage.
You momentarily stop. You feel as if like this sharp pain is kind of bombarding your sensories as you have your tendrils that are super sensitive to kind of emotions kind of are going haywire. That's almost overpowering and then stops and you're fine.
Did you guys feel that?
Io,
Yes.
roll your resilience.
Oh, we're all doing it. You're about to. Sorry.
Well, crap.
I'll let you know in a second.
Heads up, something's coming your way.
All right.
Do you embrace this feeling or
I-
reject this feeling?
I reject it because I had a little taste of it earlier in the other
Fancy
chamber,
way?
and I didn't like it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't like it, so I tried to fight it. Resilience.
I embrace it.
Run. Okay, against
It's going to be 3 purple,
3 purple.
1 red.
This is not going to be good. Okay, 2 failures with 1 advantage.
As you are making your way through this hallway, again, this feeling is starting to overwhelm you, and you're having extreme flashbacks to your experience in the cave at Dantooine, where you all touched the
kyber
kyber
crystal.
And it's building up, it's building up. It seems to be kind of just bombarding your head, and you fight as hard as you can, and you're able to finally push it away, but it has just caused so much just strain on your body and your brain that you're gonna take 1 strain.
Damn it. Okay. Oh, it's another 1 screen.
Herg,
Resilience?
resilience.
3 purple?
You're embracing it.
Oh, yes.
1 purple.
With one red?
1 purple.
Just one purple? To success, to advantage.
You don't know if it's the armor that you're wearing. You don't know if it's just you feel just a confidence in yourself as you've made your way through all of these challenges that have been put before you. And as this feeling starts to kind of come at you again, you open yourself up to it, you embrace it. And the more you do, the more you feel as if this is something that's good. It's something that makes you feel great. You feel emboldened, stronger, faster than you've ever been. You don't know what this is, but you like it.
Yes.
And as you're all having these different feelings and emotions all at the same time as you're walking through, you round a corner and you see a doorway a door's closed. It looks like it's kind of very similar to the mausoleum door that you had experienced on Dantooine. There's a gate in front of it. And there, rocking back and forth, swaying, Kilara Faye turns around to you. And that is where we'll end our episode.
What?
today.
Captain! Captain!
Thank you everybody for watching Pencils Parsecs!
She's just like rocking the whole time, just
Was
by
here all
herself.
along.
Tune in next week and you'll find out!
She's not even our
Is she
captain.
okay? I'll snap her neck if we come up to her and we're like, Captain, and it's some old lady talking British. Like, I am your captain. I'm gonna snap her neck. You're not our captain. Are you mad? I've always been your captain. Get out of here. Devil British child. No. We're not Nicole Kidman and the others. We're not dead.
The others, yes, yeah, that's what it was.
Well done.
Did it end on tier 2?
It ended on tier 2. We ended with no dice. If we had any dice, we were going to do some post-credit scenes. I had a pretty cool thing for that, but it would have affected the story that was happening. Never mind. So, with
All right.
It would have been really cool, but I guess that won't happen.
super cool.
Don't do that.
So this is a very interesting tier, and this one is I labeled all of these things. The first one was called The Forest. The second one was called It Belongs in a Museum. And 3 is The Pen is Mightier Than the Saber. And this challenge was everyone was allotted a tier. And what that tier was a message from your past, or a message from a relative, or a message from somebody else. We ended on tier 2 light side.
Yeah.
Io,
Okay.
you've received a message. And it's difficult because you don't know why it's pinging you inside the structure, because again, you have no
on my
single-
data pad?
On your data pad.
Okay.
But you receive a message, and it's from your mentor, who you fought and who you scarred. And all it says is a location, a time, and a date.
A location, a time, and a date. What is that location? What is
The location
Yeah.
is a strange planet that you are possibly familiar with. It seems familiar, but it also seems you'd have to research it. It's called Bespin,
Huh. Okay. All right.
and you make a mental note of the time and the date.
Got it. It's time of the date.
And with that, we've completed episode 20, Pencils and Parsecs.
Dang.
Dang.
I hope we get to fly a twin pod cloud car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we get to eat some food.
You have been really trying to. That's
We're everywhere.
They got a nice spread at Bespin.
Yeah. Planning gas goes great with everything.
That's true.
So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for participating in it. It quite literally has a actual effect as we're going. Herg is in badass Sith armor, and you can look it up. I might as well tell you. Herg doesn't know that.
No,
That is the most flamboyant Sith armor.
Yeah, it's crazy. Especially with that giant cat head on there. That's great.
Really great. Also, fun fact, be sure to continue to post names for the
Oh, yes.
kitty cat, murder cat that's waiting on the
Thank
Ojimbo.
you.
We're going to continue to take names. We're going to boil it down to 4, do that next
We've
week.
got time. We're not even anywhere near that ship right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I made, yes. And
No,
then
Han Yolo's a pretty good one.
I will be
Jan Holo.
in the Reddit tonight and tomorrow morning. So we have a post episode discussion time there. So I'll be on there trying to talk and chat, and people tell me what you think, what you didn't like, yada yada yada. And then everyone, this Pencils Parsecs wouldn't be who it is without you participating, because it literally supports the channel. We couldn't do what we were doing if it wasn't for all that. So we, from the bottom of our heart, say thank you to all you. Couldn't do with the amazing crew that we have behind the scenes there and everything. And then
Thanks,
the cast, phenomenal. 3 of you guys fucking held your own. So let's just go through who you are, what you do, where people can find you. Kim.
All right, I am Kim Cannon. I play Io Corvica. I am an actor based here in LA. I actually know how to use a lightsaber, and you can find me on my social media at Kim Cannon. That's Kim with a Y. Yep.
My name is Hector Navarro. My favorite Star Wars movie might be Rogue One. That might be my favorite movie.
Oh, coincidentally.
Hello.
That's Star
Rogue One.
Wars. That's Star
So
Wars.
good.
I like it a lot.
I agree.
And you can find me on the internet at Hector is Funny, and I'm here all the time.
Boom.
My name is Keith Silverstein. I'm a voice actor. You can find me on Twitter at SilverTalkie, Silver Talkie. Keith Silverstein, voice artist on Facebook. My favorite Star Wars figure was Snaggletooth. Is that his name? Is that his name? Did I get it right?
Yeah.
There was a little one and a big one.
Yeah.
And I liked
Yeah.
the little one. My buddy had both of them, but the little one. But I always made his name Spider. I have no idea. He was always a spy when we played, and his name was Spider. Snaggletooth was probably much cooler. It was always Spider. I'll find out. It was always that little dude. And I'm going to be appearing at HydraCon in Santa Clara. When is that? I thought I just had it.
2 weeks?
Like next week or something like that. Is it 2 weeks?
Cool.
I don't know. I lost
HydraCon.
it where it was. Coming up. Santa Clara. So whenever that
Check
is,
out his
I'll be
Twitter.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. check
Cut
out
off
Twitter
one
page.
head and 2 more take its place.
2 more take its
HydraCon.
place.
Yeah, it's a crazy con. It's the con that keeps expanding. Destroy one con.
I think with that, also, again, we've kind of revamped the system. I'm kind of liking it. I really think
like
it works.
actually. I think it's
some-
the best
I
of
like
both
the
worlds.
dark
Yeah.
light, the lights
I
changing.
like the dark and the light, and then, but I also like the individual goals that we have.
Stuff that's popping up.
Because it affects us as opposed to like the bigger picture.
Yeah.
It's-
As much as I enjoy
It's
the galactic
personal.
events,
Yeah.
I really like this system. Let us know what you think in the Reddit. Check it out. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Once again, everyone, thank you for watching.
Thanks for all the dice, guys.
participating, for contributing. From the bottom of our heart to you. If you have some friends that you really think should watch the show, last episode was a pretty good one to get them a jumping in point. It's some crazy stuff. We're starting off this Corban stuff.
Crazy stuff happens.
And then some crazy stuff happened tonight. If you're still here, because I'm rambling, if you're still here and you're new, we have 2 more wonderful, talented actresses that are part of this that are regulars on the show. They're just not here tonight, so send them some love. Tune in next week here on Pencils Parsecs, and have a great weekend. And from us to you, may the Force be with you.
And the force be with you.
Bye.
Also, there's
Bum ba da bum bum ba dum bum ba da bum bum ba dum bum ba da bum bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum bum ba dum